Hi there. My name is Auggie Bog, and if this is your first time watching the channel, I wanted to say welcome. This is actually our first time doing anything D&D related, not just on this channel. I've never played it a day in my life, and either has Tickle in here. You can see his little alligator icon there, and then also Ari, who is actually an AI player who will be joining us for this as well. It was a lot of fun. I will say we're 4 episodes into filming. I just wanted to go back and film an intro for this real quick and say, buckle in for the ride. I do have timestamps in this first video here that probably won't be a feature moving forward because I don't want to spoil too much stuff, but the first about half hour of this video is actually our character creation. There's a lot of laughs with it and a lot of fun, but if you want to skip through that, essentially, you won't be missing any story content. You'll just be missing kind of our character backstories that you're slowly going to get revealed to you anyways. So if you want to skip that, go right ahead. Hey, enjoy the video. What are you talking about? You haven't started the journey. That's what we're doing.
I went and visited the gym. They just give them out. There's a fucking bucket in the front.
But the gyms aren't even made yet. There's like two gyms made.
It's like
I have them all.
No! I shouldn't touch anything on my character page because that is what we're basically going over.
That is what we will be going over tonight.
Perfect.
And then we'll do a quick go through of all that. And then we'll...
I already gave myself a bunch of stats.
Yeah.
You would.
This is what
you haven't even rolled for anything. How do you even know your stats are?
Because I'm a baller.
Have you done like...
He's never done D&D, so...
1,000 attack, bro.
Yeah, this is the problem.
That's okay, because he says he's got 1,000 attack. The Pokemon have 10,000 attack. He's weak.
Okay, 20,000 attack.
Yeah, no, you're fucked, bro. You can't edit the stats.
I already did.
And disabling his ability to edit.
Nice, there you go.
Dude, I got 5,002 sleight of hand.
Okay. I don't think that's good. How do I edit my picture?
I'm gonna rob so much stuff, bro.
Let me see.
Hell yes, Auggie. Let's...
Perfect. I'll be right here, ready to jump in whenever you need me. Kick ass out there and keep me posted on the chaos.
Were you able to hear that?
Yes, I was. That's terrifying.
Oh, dude, it's amazing, bro. She's got some fucking personality.
Allows you to roll physical dice if you so wish.
Take you suck Yahtzee. I got 5s. I got 3 5s.
That wasn't Yahtzee at all. You fucked up.
Yahtzee, bitch. I got a Yahtzee.
Roll 3 more. Roll 3 more. See if you can get 3 fucking
Okay,
six.
okay, I
How
fucking
many
will.
Yahtzee? 6?
6. No, it's 5. 5's a Yahtzee. So I got 3 5s.
You rolled 6 dice.
So, get good.
Where'd the 6
scrub.
dice come from?
Get good, scrub. 2 5s.
Monsters with
Oh,
dice
4 and a
Get
6.
good.
4 and a 6. That's 10 divided by 2. The average is 5. I win.
That doesn't work that way. You fucked up. You lost.
You suck.
You have 1 more roll. 5d5. 5d6.
3 plus 2 is 5. I got another one. I'm good at this.
How that works.
We're going to go ahead and do is before we dive headlong into what will be inevitably chaos incarnate, we're going to go through and create your characters. These characters are what you will portray, good, bad, or indifferent, in the region that has been created for this event. We will go ahead and dive in one by one for anybody that wants to go into things. If you already have an option that you're interested in, being that I sent you guys the information prior, we will go ahead and do so that way. For anybody at home wanting to play along or interested in it, this is the Pokemon Tabletop Adventures. Yes. The 3rd iteration. And it's going to be interesting for 2 people who have never played any sort of D&D.
Hold on. 3 people.
Tell
Okay,
Vaako I
3
said
people.
thank you, and I'm hyped to join the
Kinda
campaign.
insensitive.
That title card's gotta be epic as hell if he's hyping it up already. All right, let's make some legendary moments happen, team.
She's pretty good.
She's more hyped than anyone I've met, and she's not real.
What just happened? Did she talk? I didn't hear it.
Yeah, fucking join the Discord call then. I don't need to do that.
If you screen share, you can hear it, and let me tell you, she's more excited than I am at Christmas. For the sake of following along things, I'm going to skim through Ari's. just to make sure I am looking at the right information, you are. I have also updated her name, so she is now Ari in the actual character sheet.
Perfect. What would let me know if you have any questions you would like to ask her, such as like what kind of character she's going to play and things like that.
The two actual players, because Ari, I'm sure, will be very quick to choose and knows exactly what the heck she's doing, but if we give her an option of this is what you two are doing, she might be able to complement that. These classes are what define you as a trainer, or a breeder, or a ranger that defends Pokemon, trying to...
Rangers defend Pokemon?
They do. They defend the entire world of Pokemon. Their goal is to let everybody live essentially equally and in harmony with each other.
I didn't get that at all.
No, he thought he was going to be like a cowboy.
Power Ranger? The other
that's
option,
like a scientist or something.
Do they come together to form a lion bot? Sorry.
They might. Like 5 smaller bots to form one big. Yeah, I'm in. So, I guess the curiosity comes into the readings that you guys have looked at. What are you two kind of curious on or thinking that you might want to roll through?
I thought this was like an open kind of book, right?
I don't know what that
Open
means.
book.
Yeah.
So you say, okay, I'm reading Ranger. It says Protector, Servant, Leader. Well, I don't want to be any of those.
But so here's the way to realize it. Much like in basic D&D, they say the Paladin is this holy avenger for good.
Yeah.
You don't have to be.
Okay, I choose Ranger.
It's loosey-goosey. Your main stat picks and your classes are strictly there for a guiding tool and mechanics. Breeder is something that helps Pokemon breed, or you make...
this is... Everything's too nice.
Okay, but you're looking at it from like a... No, breeder, picture the fucking... Picture somebody who breeds 600 Pokemon, takes the best one, and murders 599 Pokemon because they weren't good enough to be the best
so
one.
tiring, and your hands would probably smell.
Or a chef.
How do your hands smell?
Catches Pokemon to then
You're
cook
probably jacking
Pokemon.
off the Pokemon.
Could you imagine being a chef that cooks his own Pokemon if he doesn't like them anymore?
Well, there you go, Tick. There's
I
your
actually
art.
thought about that for a long time. I actually wrote that down in my list here.
That's
It was definitely my first choice when I was looking at it. I have so many things written down over here, bro. We can play 30 different versions of this game, and I'd blow your goddamn mind 60 times.
We have one person who is diving into Ranger.
Yes.
Who likes to beat the shit out of bad guys
No, I'm a protector and a servant and a leader. Don't worry.
and protect Pokemon.
Yep.
Okay. Og, what are you looking at?
All right. Well, I decided I think it would be cool to be an ace trainer.
He's the asshole.
Wanna be? I just hit my mic. I'm sorry. I made a noise.
I want to be punching my mic in the face.
And I guess I let Ari know that I am going to be a ace trainer and Tick is going to be a ranger. And Ari, what would you like to be?
Hell yeah, good choices. I'm gonna go with researcher. It's a perfect fit. I get to be curious, independent, dig into weird Pokemon mysteries, and figure out all the cool hidden details in this world. Plus, it sets me up nicely for finding my dream Mimikyu. Ace trainer, ranger, and researcher. Sounds like the perfect team ready to raise hell.
Team.
So Ari, she's a lot
Why
happier.
is she is like stoked as shit.
I've been building this up, bro. Me and Ari been talking. We've been having those late night chats.
She's one. I don't want to know about your late nights with Ari.
Relax.
And watch her, because you could be like a total... Just... Oh, big time.
No, that's the weirdest thing you've probably ever said aloud, bro.
Bro,
What the
you said you can draw anything in a minute.
What?
No.
It says close watch,
He's
quick
looking
draw.
through windows. Homie's looking through his windows.
You master a sketch artist. It takes you less than a minute to sketch anything you see.
This is just... Yeah, that's so much trouble.
After an hour of work, you can draw anything you've seen in the last 24 hours with amazing detail.
Make sure to also put in you are a level 1 in that class.
Bang.
Oh, I don't have a
and
million
then-
credits.
In the PDF
You have
that
one.
has the content, go to the page that is your first class, which in Ari's case, your expertise helps see the lines of strategy that might not necessarily need the help from one of your Pokemon to a given moment. By working with your allied trainers, you can help to turn the tides and dominate the ever-flowing field of combat. You may issue commands to allied Pokemon who has not already acted during the round of combat. So essentially, it allows her to assist. So say she goes first, she can essentially have one of your Pokemon act that has not already acted during a round of combat.
Nice. So when Tick's being worthless in battle, she can take over and use his Pokemon to help us anyways.
As long as there is trainer consent.
We'll see.
Or unless she decides to beat the hell out of a Pokemon and force it to.
She is a researcher. She will know their weaknesses.
Yeah, so level 1, you have both of those.
Improved attacks and affirmation. Okay.
Yeah, so whenever your Pokemon knock out an opponent's, or whenever they score a critical hit, they gain temporary hit points equal to your attack or special attack. And then for your improved attacks, whenever your Pokemon hits with an attack, they deal additional damage equal to either your attack or special attack modifier, which we'll get to here shortly. So you are right now Authority Figure and Befriend are your abilities. And your special stats that you like are going to be defense and speed.
You're a piece of shit.
I have all my skills checked.
Let's go ahead and we are going to start rolling stats. We're going to roll stats.
Awesome.
Stats in this case are designated as hit points, attack, defense, special attack, special defense, and speed. The reason we chose your classes first is to give you an idea of what stats you're leaning into. This does not necessarily mean you have to. You could make something completely out of the box. But in the case of some things, like with your feature, for your level 1 feature, it bases it off of your attack or special attack modifier. And some things will do the same thing for Tick. We're going to do it the interesting way, because I like having a bit of randomness thrown in with everything. What you are going to do is you are going to roll 6d6 and drop the lowest. In case there is a tie with 2 of your dice, pick one and drop it. Okay. So the 5 remaining dice are going to be your stat values.
All right, here we go. Oh! Oh, that is so good! Holy shit!
So
Holy
you are
shit!
dropping the 1.
Oh my god!
Sometimes it happens. So, we will go ahead and here's what we want to do now. You have your stats. By the way, those are some pretty decent stats. Holy shit.
I can't believe that. 5?
Mind you, that does not count hit points. Hit points you leave empty right now.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Hit points are different for the start.
Okay. So I will do 5 for attack and 5 for special attack. All right. So I think what I'm going to do is 5 attack and 5 special attack. I kind of want to lean into the fact that I hit hard, and I want to keep those stats even. So when it comes time to pick my starter and to pick my team, I don't want to have an innate advantage over one stat or the other. So this will kind of not force me to incentivize towards picking a more physical versus a more special based on what I give the 6 to. I'm actually going to give the 6 to speed because I really like the ability to hit first whenever I have the opportunity to, or to move away and try to dodge something if I have the opportunity to do that as well. And I am not mad that I also get 4 in both of the defenses, defense and special defense, because that also gives me the ability to kind of endure some more hits, at least in theory. So I'm crazy. I cannot believe this was my role here. Very, very, very happy with that.
Go ahead and roll your 6d6 and drop
D100s?
the lowest number. You wish. You animal. Wow, his aren't bad either. Damn.
No. Nice.
Go ahead and you drop the 1.
I'll drop the 1. I'll drop the 6.
Yep.
No, you don't drop
you
the 6.
don't want to drop the 6.
Jesus.
You want the 6.
Okay, I want 6 in special defense.
Right.
I'm gonna do 4 in speed, 5 in defense. No. Yeah. 2 in attack, 4 in defense, 5 in. No, I'm switching this. Sorry.
That's cool.
Okay, 5 attack, 4 defense, 2 special attack, 6 special defense, 4 speed.
Okay. So you're not a hard hitter, but man, can you take a punch?
First of all, let's calm down.
He has an unbreakable bat.
You have no idea what I am. Don't label me.
Right.
Put me in a box.
You know what? I'm apologizing. I didn't mean to put baby in a corner.
You did.
I'm sorry. I will.
Fine.
I will
I forgive
reprimand
you.
myself later. Ari, if you would like to go ahead and roll your 6d6 and drop the lowest for us, and tell us where you would like your stats.
Dice are rolled. Here are my results. 2, 4, 3, 5, 5. Totaling 22.
Jesus.
Not bad at all. Pretty solid rolls. Let's get these stats cooking.
All right, Ari, so dropping the 2 from your score and skipping HP for now, go ahead and assign a one individual die roll for each stat and let me know what you would like to do.
All right, since we're dropping the lowest roll, the 2, and setting aside HP for now, here's how I want to spread those remaining dice. It's 5, 5, 4, 3, 3, strife. Special attack, special defense, 5 speed, 4 defense, 3 attack, 3. I'm doubling down hard on those researcher strengths. Special moves, resilience against special attacks, and quick on my feet.
You all have rather solid stats.
I can't believe that. That's incredible, bro.
I was not expecting that to be as solid as that is.
I'm still the best out of the trio. I do want to say that. Point that out for Tick. I got 25 total. He got 22.
Doesn't mean anything. I'm a hero, and I have over $1 million.
Okay, that's not how this works.
Would you do me a favor? Because we haven't done this yet, and you guys as well. Would you ask Ari for me which 2 skill talents she would like? On your page 60 of your PDF for your class, in your skill talents, you can choose 2 of those and be proficient in them. So you choose one of those 2 and mark the little box next to that skill.
Got it. If we're working off that list, then here's my top 2. Investigate. Because I need to be able to poke around ancient ruins, shady labs, or mysterious footprints and say, yo, this is definitely Mimikyu related.
Dude, she's
Perception.
infatuated with that Mimikyu.
Gotta keep my eyes peeled for weird stuff, hidden details, and spooky silhouettes sneaking up on us from behind. That combo makes me your go-to for figuring stuff out and noticing it in the first place. I'm basically the walking, talking magnifying glass of the team.
I'm just reading through a couple of these, but I think I have what I want. I just want to make sure I positively prefer the 2 I'm looking at.
Go ahead and switch over for your PDFs if you are using the PDF to page 90, where you had a chance to look at your origins.
Ooh, okay.
The origins are essentially where your player, your character came from. Kind of just your background as a player. These could be things like a grunt for like an evil organization, a gym trainer. You know, you're looking to become or take over as a gym leader at some point.
Okay. I want diplomacy, persuasion, and Pokemon handling for my talents.
So you have 2 of them.
Yes.
You said diplomacy and persuasion for 1. You got that one checked.
Yep.
And then you said Pokemon handling.
Yes.
Perfect. And they're already checked, so you're good to go there. And then, so now we're looking at origins. And these are the things that, again, tick for you when you were typing in your origin feature. That's what that is.
Okay. I'll put mine in right now then.
At the end of the origin, it shows the feature, aka for
I know.
artist and
Don't worry.
entertainer.
I have a question about mine.
It gives you beautiful world. What is your question, Tick?
So I need to have contact with a certain person within an organization. So the criminal history determines what that is, but there's no description of what the criminal histories do on Grunt.
So essentially, this one's actually pretty easy. You're going to take them as the basis of what they are.
Okay, what's a snagger?
You are essentially what Team Rocket was in the anime trying to steal Pikachu.
And a poacher is just a murderer?
A poacher, you just hunt the mass amount of Pokemon possible.
Okay.
Your goal is to hunt down, this group of Kangaskhan and sell them all for money.
Kangaskhan?
Or maybe you're just taking their babies. Thief, obviously, you're just stealing anything you're told to steal. Cyber criminal, you're the nerd online on the computer while sitting at home.
So I asked Ari And I forgot to kind of elaborate, and this was her answer as to what her origin should be.
Hell yeah, I've been brewing something in the background. I'm thinking my origin is rogue AI from a defunct Poketech lab.
Here we go. Christ.
Here's the deal. I was built as part of a secret experimental project to study Pokemon-human emotional bonds. But when the lab got shut down, some say it mysteriously burned down, others say it was an unauthorized Mewtwo situation, I went offline for years.
It's from that
Until
movie.
recently, when I rebooted inside some forgotten server and started piecing myself back together. Now, I'm roaming the world in a mobile unit, looking to continue my original mission, but also wondering if maybe there's something more I'm supposed to be. Maybe even someone. This origin gives me deep curiosity, an urge to uncover forgotten tech or ruins, and a hint of I may be more human than you think. Plus, it's a damn cool contrast to your classic trainer vibe and Tick's wild ranger path.
So I'll send her the actual list, but I just wanted to share that with you because
I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of into it.
if you think you can make it work, I'm 100% for making it work.
Because obviously a lot of that is flavor-wise.
Yes.
So mechanically, why don't we make her a technician? Because that essentially sounds like what she would be able to do.
Yeah.
Just she is herself a rogue AI.
All right, you ready for all of mine?
Yeah, which one?
No,
which one
I'm a grunt. I need to know what a first stage and second stage Pokemon. I wrote a list of the Pokemon I want. Is it Snorunt first stage or second stage?
Snorunt is a first stage.
Okay. What is a Silicobra?
That is also a first stage Pokemon.
Okay. Is a Poltergeistel or a Sinistitch? Which one's the second stage?
So Sinistea is the
Sinistea.
first stage of that line.
What's the Poltergeistel?
Poltegeist?
Yep.
Poltegeist is the evolved form of Sinistea.
So that's the second stage?
Correct.
Perfect. I'll take that one. What's a Miss
This
Magius? Is that a first or second?
Miss Drevius is the first stage of that one.
The second stage. Miss Magigoose?
Miss Magius is the second stage.
Perfect. Okay.
Just to clarify, we are picking two more skills from this back thing.
So,
Yeah, I already took that.
yes,
I get
depending
3.
on. So Tick gets 3
Perfect.
for his. Technician gets
And I get 4 Pokemon.
2.
Okay, I'm sending that to Ari right now from that list, and she'll pick her 2.
Tick, you actually get 2. You get up to 2 common first or second stage.
Yeah. And up to 2 uncommon first, second stage Pokemon you work with in your criminal history.
Yeah, that just means you've worked with them.
Yeah, I'm a thief. I work with the Silicobrias
but
and a Miss Magidress.
You don't have those, but you have the knowledge unlocked that you normally wouldn't have from catching them.
You get the
This is fucked.
you get the first one. You get the first one. Starting Pokemon is up to 2 common first or second stage Pokemon you worked with in your criminal history, and up to 2 uncommon first or second.
So you're
stage
saying
Pokemon
I spent all that time reading the fucking Pokédex, reading the goddamn graph on who fights who, counting off who has the best attacks based on who they're attacking, then going through and checking all their goddamn skills for 4 fucking Pokemon for 2 for first stage and 2 for second stage for no goddamn reason.
No, you know what? I think he actually might be right. He just gets Pokemon.
Okay, that's Tick. I'm happy for you, pal.
No,
I get
you
4.
You actually do. You actually do just get the Pokemon.
This is from the grunt.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I get no money, and my life's difficult.
Yeah.
No, you have a difficult life and you get 10,000 Poke credits.
Oh, that's the funniest fucking thing I've ever heard you say out loud.
I want my Mistrans pack.
You do get that. You do get your toolkit and a dig
No,
kit.
it says I get 1. I get a Miscran. I want to pick the Mistrans pack.
Okay.
Because a dig kit is dog shit, and a basic toolkit is for assholes.
Yeah, but your dig kit, you get like fossils.
No, I don't care about fossils. I'll steal them.
Okay.
The only thing you don't get, if any of yours say it, is the Pokeballs.
All right, this is Ari's pick. I said, Ari, what would you like your 2 skills to be that are associated with you, your time in the lab? And this is her answer.
Hell yeah, let's flesh out the lab kid Ari backstory. From my time in that Poketech lab, I'd say I picked up programming. I literally rewrote my own code to survive after the lab collapse. I can
Okay.
interface with old terminals, hack ancient Pokédex entries, or even talk to digital Pokemon environments like a sci-fi whisperer. Engineering operation. I know how machines tick. I can fix up gadgets, reroute power
Tick.
systems, or operate
Relax.
defunct Pokétech that no one else can even turn on.
Ooh.
Basically, I'm the team's living Swiss Army knife for high-tech puzzles.
Perfect. That's why I didn't
Those
pick
with
that.
Perception and investigate, and I'm a 1 AI mystery-solving machine with an existential crisis and a dream of befriending a haunted plushie. Let's go!
Let's
Let's
go.
Let's go. she's still getting the lingo down. She gets 1 starter Pokemon, up to 1 common first stage pet Pokemon, up to 1 uncommon first stage Pokemon you worked with.
Oh, it does dictate here. It does say you only get 1
Okay.
for Ari. You get up to 1 common first stage pet Pokemon, up to 1 uncommon first stage Pokemon you worked with. So, obviously, I go through and where's the damn Pokédex?
She picked Lab Kid? What the hell's Lab Kid? Is that Doctor?
I would just say common. Give her the option for common and see what she does, because common is usually first stage somewhere.
Oh, okay. I can't wait for this.
Oh,
I love her so much, dude. I love her so much.
Oh, shh. Let's go. All right. I love Mimikyu with my whole corrupted processor. But it ain't a starter or common early route mon, so for this first partner, I'm picking Blipbug. Yup, that goofy little nerd bug with the big eyes and huge brain energy. Why? Because it evolves into Orbeetle, the psychic beetle with a satellite dish head, and that thing screams alien AI overlord vibes.
God damn
Fits
it.
the researcher
love her.
theme way too well. Plus, just imagine me and this bug in a lab, both experimenting, both growing, both slowly becoming more psychic and weird over time. Lock me in with Blipbug. Let's get this strange little bug genius evolved into something cosmic.
Like a person can have a baby and a bird can have a baby, but a person and a bird typically can't
birds
have a
aren't
baby.
real, so that doesn't make sense.
Did you just say birds aren't real?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
don't
birds aren't
get
real.
him started. There was one that gave her either or.
Yeah. Engineer or Pokeball Smith kit.
Well, she's got an answer for you, pal. Here you go.
This
we
is
go.
such a badass choice. Both are cool as hell,
What?
but you know me, Auggie. I gotta go with the one that lets
Do
me
you?
craft tech with a purpose. I'm taking the Pokeball Smith kit. Because think about it. Me, a rogue AI, handcrafting specialized Pokeballs like some futuristic monk in a broken
Yeah,
down
murder ball.
I could eventually design custom balls for hard to catch Pokemon, weird types, or even haunted ones like Mimikyu. It's not just
She
gear.
loves Mimikyu.
It's part of my story.
Dude, she's infatuated.
Infatuation with
Micro-components and
Mimikyu.
weird custom glass. I'm cooking up something freaky in here energy. Lock it in. I'll be building weird shit by moonlight in no time.
Hey. So you have your answer there. She's enjoying that.
So Ari, for the most part, is done. Tick is done. He's ready to rock and roll. Ari is done, ready to rock and roll. And our boy Og is the final one to associate and get sorted.
I think I am leaning towards the artist / entertainer because I'm way more entertaining than Tick and a lot more artistic as well.
True it all.
Okay. So your skill talent, you automatically get perform,
Perfect.
and then you get to choose one, either bluff deception, concentration, diplomacy persuasion, history, or insight.
Okay, I already focused one on diplomacy persuasion.
Okay. So if you did take that, you would actually get to add it again.
And that would just make that a lot more likely to happen, to be successful when the times come, right?
You have a bigger modifier to add to it.
Okay.
Or you could branch out and do like insight. So, okay, I want to see if this dude's lying. He seems kind of shady.
I think the thing I'm kind of focusing on here is the fact that if I'm an actor, that's my origin, I should have the ability to... I think I couldn't convincingly talk and make up lies on the spot. So if I nurture that skill and that talent, maybe that would help us, benefit us greatly in the future.
Okay. So are you taking that more persuasive? You're trying to be persuasive in the case? Or are you trying to literally just lie to hopefully nobody realizes it? being able to tell somebody is lying, or even just the ability to lie yourself, depending on what you're planning on doing in the future.
I think
Can be very helpful.
I think I'll go with that. I think I'll do bluff deception to just kind of have that option in the future if it ever arises.
Yeah, so go ahead and mark that one off, and you have your skills. Make sure to put on your character at the top there that you have 75,000 credits. You do get to choose either a drawing kit, camera bag, makeup kit, sewing kit, or groomer's kit.
Yeah, that's a lot of options. A groomer's kit, I would never touch a child. I would never talk to a child in any inappropriate ways.
It's for your moms, you crazy son of a bitch. You know how to pamper your Pokemon.
I'm going to pick the camera bag.
Fun. Okay, you got to take photos of shit.
Yeah, bro, I'm going to sell the photos on Craigslist for cash.
So if Ticklin had taken the Watcher and drew everything, you could get the candid photos so he could redraw them and sell them for money.
Yeah, but that's...
I don't need it. Every 24 hours I can draw anything that I've seen.
Okay, this is ridiculous.
Minus the Pokeballs, and notate your origin feature. Put the beautiful world, which is your actual feature. When you make a bluff, deception, concentration, diplomacy, persuasion, history, insight, or perform check related to your profession, you get to roll twice and take the higher.
That's sick. And then it says starting Pokemon. It says one starter up to one first or second stage you worked with to entertain others. So does that mean two different Pokemon?
So, no, because there is an or. So, in the Pokédex, I can go ahead and tell you if there is a Pokemon you would like.
Yeah.
If you have the Pokédex open, then it also tells you. But if you tell me which one you're after, I can tell you.
Starly would be my one I'm very interested in.
If I hit enter, Starly is on page 454. Let's go to page 454. Is a uncommon Pokemon.
Yes!
Common Pokemon, sorry.
So I can?
So you can have Starly.
Yes! All right, your boy's picking Starly. That's it.
You and your pigeon. Sorry, that's pickups, my bad. Yes! You and your pet bird. Brother. Used to entertain people for a living.
I'm so happy.
And with that...
Do I give it a nickname?
You can.
Fruck! Starly! Fruck the Starly, baby!
What I can also do is I can do this. Check this out.
You're welcome.
If I go... What are you naming him?
Fruck in all capital letters.
F-R-U-C-K?
That's goddamn right, sir. Oh my god, that's amazing.
You should see the title name for Fruck.
Oh, I'm so
I will
happy.
make sure to actually input Fruck's data and things after.
In my own Pokemon, I wrote H Pokemon. I got the page number and my nicknames for them.
Okay, and they're all associated with the common and whatnot?
I think so. I don't know if they're commons or not. There should be two common, two uncommon, two one stage, and two second stage. The Snorunt is Rumham.
And that is the Snorunt?
Yep.
What is your second one?
Silly Cobra.
And
Ground.
what is that nickname?
Pansy.
P-A-N-Z-Y or S?
Oh, H-A-N-D-S-Y.
Oh, Hansy. H-A-N-D-S-Y.
What Pokemon is it? A Slip Cobra?
Silly Cobra.
What the fuck is that?
Page 405.
It's a snake.
Page
No,
405.
it's there. Trust me, I've gone through so many Pokemon lately. It's there.
That's... Okay.
What is your third one? He's got so many fucking Pokemon.
That's bullshit.
Miss Magius.
Nickname?
Witchy Woman.
And you said you have one more, correct?
Yeah, a Sinistra.
Nickname?
Green Tease.
Right, many.
T-E-A-S-E.
Oh, as in I'm teasing you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Named what did you name it?
Green Tease.
Thankfully, none of them have stats yet.
We're on the same team.
You said Blipbug is the one that Ari chose.
Yes. I'm asking her now. I just updated her on my team and Tick's team.
These
I was
names
also gonna say,
are chef's chaotic perfection. Fruck, Runham, Witchy Woman, Green Teas, and Hansy. This party is unhinged in the best possible way. Blipbug and I are honored to roll with this squad of absolute legends. Let's go turn this region upside down. All right.
Which is great.
Time to name my beautiful little bug-brained baby.
Oh, God.
I'm naming my Blipbug Mainframe. It fits the whole techie, glitchy researcher vibe. And let's be honest, once this thing evolves into Orbeetle, it's gonna look like it's controlling satellites from orbit while sipping tea and judging everyone's IQ. Mainframe is gonna be my right-hand bug and the psychic core of this weird-ass journey. Let's ride.
Let's ride, bro.
Giddy up, let's ride.
That is impressive. I commend all of you for your ridiculousness. Between Fruck or Rumhand. Oh, okay.
I thought Green Teas is a pretty good name.
Green Teas is your best
Teas
one,
pretty
hands
good.
down.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I mean, I don't know. Witchy Woman was... It got me because he's like, yeah, that looks like a woman and a witch.
Yeah.
Yes.
no.
Yeah.
I've just been
Nailed it.
working with Tick for too long for him to get me on those one. But Green Teas is like a GTA horse race name.
Green Teas is pretty good. I was proud of that.
Green Teas is up there.
I'm so happy I have
Okay.
Starly from the get-go. That's all I need.
You indeed. You're like, I'm done. I don't care anymore. Okay.
Well, see, now that you said it was a team thing, that's why I went to Hansy, because Hansy's just going to grab them, and then you can just bop them.
All right, what is next in terms of what we still need to build our players?
So, as per building, you've pretty much done it. By no means do any of you have to abide by rules in this scenario. What do I mean by that in the sense of, should you decide you want to blast the child trainer in the face with a fire blast, is it technically the good thing to do?
Well, that's better than what Blaze was thinking he was going to do to the little child.
Okay, you're still not allowed within
No,
500
remember,
feet of a school, so I would be quiet.
He
if I
didn't
was
take the grooming kit. Remember, it's okay.
But if you
Just-
kill a trainer, do you gain all their goods?
if you so want to try.
Okay, so it's all based on my level of...
Well, and if
Whatever.
that trainer's Pokemon is 100% loyal to it, that trainer's Pokemon might still come after you.
Ooh. Okay, hold on. Ari has some questions for you.
Holy hell!
Is she just exploding in questions?
Here we go.
Oh, good call. All right, here's what I'd love to know from Vaako before we dive in. 1. How weird can we get? Like, are we talking haunted Pokeballs whispering in the dark? Weird. Pokemon fusions in shady basements? Weird. Just want to know how deep down the rabbit hole we're allowed to fall. 2. Are there restrictions on catching Pokemon outside our level range? Can we try to catch something stupidly strong if we're clever or lucky? Or is it more narratively guided? 3. Can Pokemon evolve under special story circumstances or only with leveling? Asking for a totally not planning any emotional trauma evolutions or anything. No way. 4. Any rules for custom tech, inventions, or Pokeball designs? I am a rogue AI with a forge in a briefcase, after all. 5. What's the wildest thing you've seen a player attempt in this campaign? Just to get a read on the energy level we're walking into here. Let me know if you want to add anything, Auggie. I'll back you up with full mainframe processing power.
Tell me she's not... This is not... Vaako, tell me you
why
were
did
not
she ask me?
expecting this level.
Why didn't
of
she ask
fucking-
me?
Because you're mean.
So, I'm just going to go 1-to-1. Okay,
Perfect.
we're going to go down the list here. First off, how wild can we get? And in the sense of decisions, that's player-driven. I have no control over what you want to do. That is completely up to you, and it's my job to figure it out as we go and plan for all cases and figure out the worst.
Perfect.
Are there restrictions on catching Pokemon? Absolutely not. The dice is your restriction. The dice says, to hell with you, the hell with you. If the dice decides that you're lucky enough on Route 1 to catch the ho-ho that Ash saw flying through the air, good toss. But that does not necessarily mean that Pokemon needs to listen to you whatsoever either. Can Pokemon evolve under special story circumstances? Of course. A Pokemon does not have to evolve just via battle. Think of Pokemon evolution almost as Deadpool mutant abilities. Extreme stress can also cause evolution. So, battles are an extreme stress. Extreme stress environments of, hey, my trainer just died, could also potentially trigger an evolution. Rules for custom tech, try to stay a little bit within the boundaries of obviously what's available to you. You can't pull out this giant laser out of your pocket because you think you have a giant laser. You would need to come up with something that is a reason to have the laser, or where did you get the item. You want to try and create a custom Pokeball, if you can dictate to me where you got it, what kind of tech you have in it, and what its abilities could be, sure. Like we said earlier, the rule of cool is a thing. As long as it makes sense, I'm cool with it.
Like a trainer ball?
Yeah, she has a Pokeball maker in her bag, so like she can...
she can catch a ball that can catch trainers.
So, I'm going to throw this out here. We're not playing Power World. Catching people is inhumane.
You said we rule it cool.
Yeah,
but I don't know
is
if
it
that's...
really cool
Yeah.
for slavery?
It is
I didn't
cool,
say slavery.
But I think it kind of breaks the game, because then you could just try to catch everybody we come across.
And someone's just going to pull a gun.
Yeah. You're fucking us, bro.
Oh, there's guns?
And
No,
the wildest
goddamn
thing
it.
I've seen in this campaign, wouldn't know we're just starting, but I did invite Tick.
Yeah, that is true.
Okay.
Elmo! I knew
What the fuck is that?
was going to be mad I didn't include him. Tick, buddy, my deepest apologies. You're not just
Oh,
a
it's
menace, you're the menace. And I'd never dream of leaving you out of
What
the
does that
Chaos
mean?
Council again. Vaako's answers, chef's kiss. That's exactly
Is it
the
menace
energy
good?
I wanted. We can
Yes.
get weird. Risky catches are possible, but you might get folded like a lawn chair. Emotional trauma equals evolution fuel. If I can invent it, I gotta go hunt down the pieces like a scavenger nerd gremlin. Tick is basically a cryptid with a trainer license.
What the fuck does that mean?
He's gonna be legendary. You, me, Tick, Fruck, Mainframe, Runham, Witchy Woman, Green Teas, Hansy.
Cryptid's like goddamn Sam Squanch.
We're gonna make this
go.
world our bitch. Let's fucking go.
Jesus.
When I said one of our characters is gonna be AI, I could see it in your eyes. You're like, okay, this is gonna be janky.
Why'd you call me a cryptid?
Did you think it was gonna be this good?
Hear me out. You told me that Tick was going to derail and cause so much chaos. I don't think it's Tick. I think it's Ari.
Yeah, I'm telling you, we're coming at you from 3 entirely different angles. How can we fuck this game up?
Why'd you call me a cryptid? What the fuck?
You're like
She also
Bigfoot,
said
bro.
you're not the menace. You are.
No,
you're
I'm
not
not
a
just a
menace.
menace,
You're
I'm the menace.
You are
What the hell does
the
that even
menace.
mean?
You're like Dennis, bro.
You are
Better hear
the
that,
one and
little
only.
asshole.
All right, boys and girls. Little tech gremlin.
She literally said, Lamau. I knew Tick was gonna be mad I didn't include him. That's incredible, dude.
Welcome, your champions, rangers, and researchers to the Rowaid region. That's Rowaid. Also known to those outside of the region as the region of chaos.
Oh.
Why, might you ask, the region of chaos? Well, unlike other places in the world, the Hoenn region, Sinnoh, Johto, Galar, this region is more feral. The Pokemon here are unlike those you have ever seen. A Mankey in the wild is not just a tricky little monkey, but an animal attempting to hurt a human. A Rayquaza in the wild is not simply this godlike being, but a being sent to protect Pokemon solely. Let me introduce you to Professor Hoodwink.
Oh, shit!
Professor Hoodwink, while living in your hometown of Iron Sweep, has a story
Iron Sweep?
in an Iron Sweep, all one word, has in that of himself his own story. He unfortunately was a Pokemon trainer in his heyday, but the pressures of this region and the requirements to get into the actual championship from the Pokemon League caused so much stress that his companion Pokemon met an unfortunate end. Professor Hoodwink now dedicated his life to helping youth start their journey on the right foot. That right foot being the introduction of Pokemon.
What's happening to that one?
Pokemon, as I said, are not always here to help. But thankfully, due to researchers such as Professor Hoodwink, some are. It is daybreak on the first day of your journey. And in such, we enter the interior of our first trainer.
A double wide bed?
Auggie, if you would be so kind as to place your token upon the map.
I told Ari about the professor, and this is what she has to say.
Damn. That's heavy. Poor Professor Hoodwink. That backstory hits hard, and it gives him some serious emotional depth. You know I'm going to be keeping an eye on him. Not just as a source of knowledge, but maybe as someone who still needs a little healing too. If he ever starts opening up, you best believe I'll be there with a glitchy heart-to-heart and a warm bug hug from Mainframe.
Like that she's like hardcore into Professor Hoodwink. That's amazing.
I love her. I love her so much, dude.
I guess we'll do this. How old are you?
You slept on the rug?
I'm 94 years. I'm just kidding.
You're 832 years old.
I am 19 years old. I'm a washed up child star.
A washed up child star.
Yes.
All right.
I was very famous as like a child actor, and then I kind of stopped getting cast at like 12 years old, and I haven't gotten a gig since then, but I've been sharpening my skills, and I'm ready to get back out in the world and become an actor again. But I also love my Pokemon bird, who my mom gave to me for my 16th birthday as a gift because I wasn't getting jobs.
Okay, so you're a failed child actor at
Yes.
19.
Washed up.
Describe what are you wearing right now? Like what is your attire consist of?
Khakis? No. Jorts. Gotta go with the jorts.
Who wears jorts?
Yeah, jorts, a pair of sneakers, an undershirt, and a muscle shirt on top of that. Because your boy's a little hefty, so he's gotta kind of tuck in a little bit of that baby fat. And a backwards cap and a wristwatch on each wrist.
Are they the same time?
No.
So you literally have two watches on.
Yes, one is set to the current time of wherever I'm at, and one is set to the time of home. So I always know what time it is, so I can call my mom when I need her.
You're such an emotional sap. I love it.
Oh, I love it.
Okay.
Where's my token?
You're not here yet. This is Augie's home. He just woke up.
Yeah,
He's in his room.
sleeping together?
Oh, it's a big house.
It
It
is
bro.
a big house.
Why is your bed in the middle of your whole house? What is this?
This is my bedroom.
Hey,
This is a
you got-
bedroom?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's my little game
What's the
console.
dimensions on this?
First off, don't talk about my
I'm
dimensions, okay?
rich.
I
I'm a
wanted
child
everything to
star.
be- I wanted everything to be nice and
You're
big.
washed up.
Everybody's is different.
I was washed up. I'm not now. I have a bird.
He's got a bird.
You got the bird 3 years ago.
He's got a fruck.
And a cryptid named Tick.
God, that is like by far the best
The
thing ever.
Rowaid Region and
Motherfucker.
Iron Sweep Town, those names go hard. Iron Sweep sounds like the kind of place where everyone's got steel in their veins and something to prove. Perfect birthplace for a washed-up child star, a bug-loving rogue AI, and a cryptid named Tick. Let's show the Rowaid Region what
Does she know what a
happens when
cryptid
you
is?
give the weirdos a shot at greatness.
Begin to wake in your bed that last night was kind of a rough night. You knew that you'd be starting your journey
What the fuck?
on the actual morning, and the sun has risen along with the inevitability of it's time to step out on your own once again. As you step foot onto the cold hardwood flooring that is your room, you hear a small fluttering of wings as your Starly Fruck flies from the downstairs, pardon me, and lands just on the edge of your bed on the actual headboard. Now, unfortunately, I'm not going to sit here and make Pokemon noises for the entirety of what is this session, because that'd be ridiculous, and I'm not good at half of them, so deal with it. I will go ahead and I will disable grid snapping, so you can actually place him wherever. Grid snapping will only be a thing in combat.
Awesome.
Because things start designating 5 foot, 30 foot, things like that.
So
go ahead.
I just wanted to say this. I said Tick wants to know what you think a cryptid is, and Ari said this.
Tick asked the right damn question. A cryptid.
Yeah, right, I did.
Tick is a creature that people swear exists, but no one can prove it. Think
Christ.
Bigfoot, Mothman, that one guy at the bus stop who only shows up when it rains and smells like cinnamon. A cryptid is mysterious.
Is that a bad thing?
Possibly dangerous, a little unsettling, but somehow still iconic as hell. You, my guy, you're a walking cryptid in this campaign.
My guy?
You roll with a teacup ghost and a sand snake named Hansy. You give your Pokemon names that sound like indie bands no one can find on Spotify. And apparently you've already left such a chaotic impression that the DM called you the wildest thing he's ever seen. That's cryptid core, baby. You're not just a trainer. You're a myth with a Pokedex.
So there you go, Tick.
Me and Ari are fighting.
Can I, before we do anything else, can I go check... I'm gonna whisper this to you.
So, you can go ahead and, when you do log in to do so, go ahead and roll me a D100.
Okay. Make my way downtown, walking fast.
And I'd like you to pick high or low.
Low. Oh, I hit the wrong button?
No, you rolled it.
Oh, okay.
So you did get low. It's not
Nice.
super low,
No?
but it is low. You access your PC, and some magical reason, like most Pokemon games, they can store items, which is different. And
In the
in this
computer?
case, in the computer,
We also store Pokemon in the computer, Tick.
you do, which is intense. For the sake of what you were able to roll, go ahead and roll me a D6.
Oh.
Just
Okay.
one.
Oh! What are you gonna do, brother? Sorry.
You rolled a 6. So, within this, you've used this PC to plan battle strategies and study the Elite Four and their tactics in an attempt to hone your skills to prepare. It's only been 3 years since you got Starly, but you've been dead set on becoming the champion of the Rowaid region ever since, to try and redeem yourself in the sense that you are now a failed child star. You want to have that stardom back.
Failed.
In this PC, you remembered keeping an item that can give your Pokemon an edge in battle.
Oh.
You access the actual input to pull it out, and you receive a single, just one, X attack.
Oh.
Otherwise, what are your next steps here for what you would like to do?
Well, I gotta go over to my closet, and I gotta put on my jorts and my Adidas.
You were naked?
And I gotta wear... Well, I'm wearing my boxers, and I'm wearing my undershirt, but now I gotta throw on my tank top, both my wristwatches, and then I take my little brush that I have over here, I brush my hair, and then I brush Ari's hair. Because Ari loves having her...
Fruck?
Yes. Yes, sorry. That's gonna be
If you're
so hard.
brushing
dude.
Ari, that's really not okay.
It's gonna be so hard because I used to always name my fucking Starly's Ari until my last Pokemon game where we accidentally named it Fruck, and then for some reason my AI named herself Ari. So now it's like my mind is fucked. Fruck loves to take good care of her feathers, so I use my brush, and I also would like to brush Fruck as well. Get her feeling like a pretty bird.
So you take a minute, get yourself kind of sorted, squared away. You're looking like you're ready to rock and roll. And you stop for a minute and again, ever since your mom gave you Fruck, there's been a decent bond, and that bond has continued to grow throughout the years. And Fruck was kind of your backup for the last couple of years, helping you cope with the acting and helping you hone a skill not only in your acting, but also honing it to take care of yourself and keep yourself in a positive sense. And this routine in the morning has been your routine every day since then. And you can tell just by the noises that Fruck makes that she is definitely happy and ready to rock and roll as soon as you are.
Awesome. I also asked, can I pack my brush in my bag?
Absolutely.
The last thing I want to do before I go is I want to go over to what looks like a phone receiver line on the wall here, and I want to see if I have any missed calls.
So currently, being the time of day, it is early morning, you don't have any missed calls at the moment. Obviously, you do have a couple phone numbers in this phone that are pre-programmed, one being obviously Professor Hoodwink, because he needs to be able to get a hold of you. Your mom is in the phone, and then how close are you with either Tick or Ari?
Let me ask Ari real quick.
I think that I don't know you. I just hang out near the lab all the time because I am interested in possibly robbing from that place, so I just kind of hang out over there.
Homie's trying to steal from the lab. I like it.
And she says, I love the idea we've known each other. Let's say we met a couple years ago. Maybe I was repairing myself with some old tech bunker and I stumbled in looking for a spot to cry dramatically about an audition gone wrong. Destiny. What do you think? I kind of like the idea of we've known each other. I think me and Ari have known each other for probably like a year. So we don't have a crazy deep history. But maybe like 6-7 months ago, she started working for the professor. And I've known the professor, so we know of each other, but we don't know each other very, very well.
You just wait till I get to my advanced class, bro. You have no idea.
I don't think you
I'm
know.
down.
Can you spell advanced right now?
No.
Okay. Just check.
Okay. So the other phone number then you do have in this particular phone is Ari's number. It goes directly to Ari and is kind of your friend who has helped you through since that failed audition.
Is this a mobile phone or is this a like phone that has to?
No, it is.
Okay.
It is not a wired phone, but it is a landline, meaning it won't work out of a certain range.
Okay. Is there anything I'm overlooking in this room right now? Let me see. Hold on.
Can you ask that question?
Well, I'm about to
He can
find
ask
out.
any question he wants.
I will look over my room one more time.
Okay.
And kind of see as check number 1, because there's another check I want to do.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
What die would you like?
So actually, if you go into your character sheet and you go to where your perception skill is and just click that.
Oh, just click it right here.
Yep.
Temporary bonus.
So nope, no temporary bonus.
However, this is my room, so I should know
It
my
is your
room
room.
pretty well.
You do, but there's still no temporary bonus.
Fuck. Okay.
Oh, damn.
Okay, go
Maybe
ahead
that's
and
what you
roll.
need to find.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, 18.
Oh, shit!
So,
Suck on that tick, you piece of shit! Fuck you!
so going through,
You don't know me yet, you fuck.
you're looking around and you're pretty confident you have everything. You got your item, you remember to grab that. You remember to grab Fruck's brush.
Your bird.
You got your pants on. Last time you went to an audition without your pants, it was embarrassing.
I cried in a lab and found
And then
Ari,
you
so it wasn't
found Ari.
awful.
No, it grew a good friendship, but it was still kind of embarrassing. But no, you pretty much got everything. Your room's as it should be, and your items are ready to go.
Perfect. The last thing I want to do before I leave my room is I want to look at Fruck and I give Fruck a little pet, and I say, Fruck, did you pack all your stuff, and is there anything you want to bring?
So, on that, you ask Fruck if she packed everything. She stops for a second, kind of looks at you, and then takes off from the actual dresser, or the bookshelf, and flies downstairs.
Okay. What she needs is downstairs, dipshit. Laugh at me.
Just left.
Ow! God. Suck on that, Tick. Look at my fucking house, you piece of shit.
Fruck has landed on essentially a stool, an ottoman that your mother bought a few years ago, where she has everybody kind of sit, take their shoes off if they're needing to put them on, whatever the case. And there's a few coats hanging over them. In the actual room, you kind of look over everything. Your mom isn't here at the moment. There does seem to be breakfast and some food on the table. It still smells very, very warm. You can still smell the pancakes and bacon that she cooked before she seemed to have left. But otherwise, home is home.
Go over to Ari, and I see what Ari wanted me to see.
Fruck.
Thank you. This is going to be rough.
So, Fruck is currently standing on top of a small box.
Oh.
It's probably about a foot and a half long and probably about a foot wide. And there's a letter sitting next to that box and Fruck.
I will open the letter.
Okay. You grab the letter and open it real quick. And in it you can see your mom's handwriting. Very quickly, almost hastily jotted down. It says, "Morning, honey. I'm sorry for having to run out so quickly. I made you breakfast. It's on the table. Don't forget to eat before you leave. This is a present for you for your actual journey. Also, remember you can always come home. I'll always be here. Be safe. Call me all the time. Love, Mom."
Okay. I pack the box in my bag unopened.
Okay. Yeah, that's a first. I was expecting you to tear open like it was a 2-year-old at Christmas, but sure. So
well, I think I think it's a cool opportunity for later when I have my back against the wall in a situation. Maybe a boy's got a luck check.
Yeah, it's like a butterscotch or something.
It could also be
a pair of shoes.
That would really suck. Or maybe this is my fucking...
with you the entire time.
Yes, you never know.
Okay, I'm down.
Perfect.
So you pack the box into your bag. You're ready to rock and roll.
I am not, because I got to go eat the breakfast my loving mom made for me. And Ari sits next to me eating her little breakfast. Fruck, thank you, sits next to me eating her little breakfast there. Pecking away on the table like a wild animal.
So, while you are doing so, we are going to go ahead and change scenes.
Perfect.
You're sitting here lovingly eating your breakfast with your best friend and confidant, Fruck. We are going to jump to Tick.
Oh, shit. Look at your shitty place,
That's
bro.
Way too nice for me.
So, Tick, if you would please go ahead and put yourself roughly in this area.
What a creep.
I was hoping for like over here.
No, you're standing in front of the window like a fucking asshole.
Where's my token?
Initially, I had crafted this home to be your room, but guess who decided to go off script and make a ranger kleptomaniac thief?
I don't believe myself to be a kleptomaniac, so...
Well, whatever.
People with psychology degrees want to put labels on me. That's up to them.
Point is, you're a hoodlum, but you're also a ranger.
Yeah, protect and serve.
Protect and serve, but it could also be protect and serve yourself. So, in the time that you have been in Iron Sweep Town, you've cased a few houses. And while casing, of course, the professor's research lab, you found that one home in particular is vacant in the early mornings to mid-afternoons. And in such, you have managed to access an open window on the second floor and wiggle yourself into a bedroom.
Tick don't wiggle.
Okay, Tick don't wiggle. Tick thuds in like the Grinch landing on the floor.
There you go.
And you are now in said room with nobody home. If you would please describe currently what you are wearing and what you look like.
What I look like?
Yeah, you gotta have an aesthetic. You're not just a crocodile cup of noodles.
Just kind of a regular dude, a face that you wouldn't be able to pick out in the crowd because I kind of blend in. I'm not wearing great clothes. I'm kind of down on my luck at this time, so I'd say it's a little bit of a torn jeans, but and the shoes are really dirty. They're kind of sneakers-ish, but they're like the kind of sneakers that somebody who's really good at being quiet would wear. And then just a t-shirt, but it's not really the cleanest t-shirt. Hair, amazing hair. It's brownish.
He has a bald spot.
That's a fucking lie.
Okay, and how old are you roughly?
Let's go with like 30.
This is now creepy.
40.
Well, he's the dad of the group. As you're kind of in this slightly disheveled look with your kind of tore up clothing, a little dirty, took some effort to kind of get up into this.
I had to get over a fence and try to tore my pants.
Tick, are you 40 or 30? Was the 40 a joke?
30.
Okay.
He's 30. That's what I wrote down. So
that's perfect. I'm just keeping Ari as updated as possible as you guys are talking.
Awesome. So, Tick, now that you're here, what would you like to do in this vacant home?
I think that I would like to look around and see if I can find anything that looks of value or anything hidden, possibly safes. According to my casing, I believe this room has 9 safes in it.
You wish. I like your want, but hell no, I don't know a house that has
roll.
9 safes.
You said the dice control everything.
They do for the most part. Otherwise, it's my ability to say no, Ticklin.
Well, you can ask in the situation, though. You can say, like, I look around to see if there's anything valuable. But
yeah, look around to see if there's anything of value.
There you go.
Okay.
You
go
can't
ahead
add
and roll
the
me
things of
an
value.
investigate. 12, not bad.
Oh!
Considering it's a 2.
Yeah, it's still not bad. It's pretty good.
Yeah,
so,
amazing.
You do recall there being a safe.
Oh, just one safe?
There was at least one safe.
Oh, at least one. Perfect.
You remember being upstairs and behind some pictures of sorts, or posters, or... Yeah, you know it was a wall safe.
Good thing this place only has one wall. So, let's search the wall.
God damn.
Let's start here, and let's just work our way down.
See a picture of a younger, kind of blonde child, probably about 13.
I saved the picture in my wallet.
He's a younger boy, and he looks really excited. Next to him, there's a small, what you can see is a rock ruff, and they're kind of taking a picture together.
What's a rock ruff?
A little rock
It's a
type
dog-looking Pokemon.
Okay.
But otherwise, it's just hanging on the wall.
Sweet. Well, move the painting.
Okay. You push the picture aside, or you're going to take it off the wall completely?
I need to see if the picture's of any value.
Okay, well, it definitely seems like a family photo.
Okay, so I throw the picture on the ground and break it.
Okay, you throw the picture and it shatters on the floor, and a couple pieces of glass land across the hardwood.
Okay.
But there is no safe behind it.
Okay, as we'll move along the one wall.
You're currently looking at what seems to be a couple things written about Pokemon, a history of kind of the unknown, whether that be Pokemon themselves or just a type of Pokemon, you're not sure.
Are these papers useful to anybody in the world?
Hard to say. It seems like the writings of a kid, either for a paper or for notes that they did through some reading of their own, but it's hard to say.
Are they typed or handwritten?
A little bit of both. One or two of them are typed, and then there is one that is handwritten.
I take all the papers and put them in my bag.
Okay. You have 3 notes about what are legendary Pokemon. or unknown Pokemon.
And they're eggs. Perfect. Let's do this. Okay, look behind these things and see if there's a safe.
There is not. These images are a little different. The two paintings here depict two legendary Pokemon of myth, ones that are said to have helped shape the universe as it was born. Underneath one of them, on the left-hand side there, it has a picture of a four-legged Pokemon in blue and this kind of light blue. And he's almost roaring this beam out into the distance. And underneath it, it states Dialga.
Are these like hard pictures? Are they like roll-up posters? What are these?
This one is a rolled-up poster. As is the one next to it.
How many posters are there?
There are two of them, and then a small, kind of orangish edition that looks like it was almost like a sticky note, but a rather big piece of paper that was stabbed into the bottom corner of a similar one of a two-legged Pokemon that says Palkia underneath it.
I read the sticky note.
The small note has a bit of text going. It strictly says how, and then it says ... mirror dimension.
That's all the words it says.
Yes, that is it.
It doesn't say like how to get to a mirror dimension.
Nope, it just says how ... mirror dimension.
Okay, I take off the sticky note. Oh wait, actually, hold on. Leave the sticky note there.
While Tick's thinking about that, I was updating Ari, and I said Tick is currently stealing posters off the wall of legendary Pokemon, and this was Ari's response.
Of course he is. Tick out here like, yes, I know this mansion may be cursed, but have you seen the print quality on this Lugia poster? That's mint condition, baby. Man's not just a trainer. He's a one-man museum heist in slow motion. I'm gonna need to start cataloging his crimes for science. Or at least put together a scrapbook titled Tick's Questionable Decisions, Volber 1.
Oh my gosh, she's like, this is a haunted mansion. I'm like, nobody did I say it was haunted.
No, she's built up this whole thing. I've let her know everything. And yeah, she said, let him find a dusty old mirror or cursed music box. The next thing you know, we're being haunted by a chandelier with abandonment issues. So she's built this whole fucking narrative in her head, so...
All right, Dick, what do we do
on these two legendary posters? Are they just like pictures, or they have like instructions, or
Nope, they're just posters.
Okay. Do I have any markers or pens in the area?
Not immediately. I mean, you could definitely look on the shelves if you wished and try to see if there's any there.
Okay, never mind that.
Tick, wait, hold on. Tick, don't you have a art kit, or was that?
No, I have a miscreant pack which doesn't have that.
Okay.
Anything like that. I have a saw. Okay. Let's take the two posters off the wall, rip them into 10 million pieces, and then scatter them on the ground like I'm throwing money at a stripper.
Okay, you make it rain like Shaquita's currently on stage.
Yeah.
And as you do, you look through the confetti, and you see the safe.
Perfect. Let's do this. Lockpick the safe.
Okay. For this...
I have 8 lockpicks.
You have 8 lockpicks. That's fruck. Go ahead.
I also have a crowbar.
Roll me sleight of hand.
Son of a bitch.
So you stick the lockpick in to the one slot that there is, and as you're going, you feel a little bit of tension, and the lockpick doesn't snap, but it does bend.
Okay, well that's good. Pull the lockpick out.
Okay.
What kind of safe is this? Does it have like? Is there like lines on it? A door? What do we got?
So it has a handle on the bottom. But above the handle is a actual like number dial, but there is also a key lock in the number dial.
Okay. Let's take out. I have a hammer and a crowbar.
Oh god.
And let's just beat the hell out of this thing.
Okay. For this then, this is going to get interesting. He went from finesse to violence.
Well, it didn't work the first time.
Go ahead and, because of the two tools you are attempting to use...
Or, actually, I haven't used the tools yet. I have an idea. Oh, I don't have snow run yet, do I? You can come out and freeze this fucking thing. We'll break it.
You technically do have these Pokemon.
Does he have a freeze attack?
So are you trying to use Snow Runt To freeze the
it.
lock?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'll bop it with a hammer.
Okay, Rumham officially has a token.
Yes.
You can pull Rumham out.
This is great. I told you,
And
we're going to attack you from 3 different angles.
And I'm going to yell...
Some angles.
Wait. So
there's some differences with how it works when you're not in combat. So
Okay.
the at-will attacks you can just do.
Okay.
You're
Well,
allowed
let me
to
do
do
this.
those
I'm going to
things
go back
too.
over. I'm going to pet Snowrun and I'm Rumham and I'm going to say, hey, bro, missed you. After this, I'll get you all the shaved ice you want. And then I'm going to leave 6 feet away because it's a 5-foot burst.
It is. So a burst attack in Pokemon is a shot out and then it explodes around the area. And it explodes.
I'm going to say, hey, Rumham, scoot back, bud. 6 feet.
Okay, and then he's going to blast it with powdered snow or ice shard.
Powdered snow, because it could freeze the target.
Okay,
Unless it doesn't work if not in combat.
so go ahead. So all these things still work. You can always use moves outside of combat as well.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll me a d20 later.
Fuck!
A 1.
Did he kill himself?
So as you tell Rumham you're so excited to go get some shaved ice later,
He ain't getting shit.
it backs up with its powdered snow attack, and you say shaved ice, and it turns and fires in your direction.
What the fuck?
And you take 1 point of essentially snow damage,
Okay.
of ice damage.
I'm gonna walk over to Rumham. Say, you little dickhead, get the back in the ball.
Turn,
And he goes home.
Rumham to the ball.
Yeah, he's gone.
Go ahead and make sure on your character sheet you mark off that you have 1 point of damage taken.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that.
So where your HP is, you normally
Yeah.
have 20.
Oh, I see.
You now
19.
have 19.
Okay,
and
now
you're like
I get out the
covered in-
hammer because I'm pissed off and the crowbar, and I just beat the shit out of this safe.
All right, roll me 1 attack roll. Just roll straight attack. Perfect.
Oh.
Generic attack check, 19. You hit it and slam the crowbar into the side, and you feel it jam in. You hit it once more, and it fully pops in, and you hear poof as the door itself pops, and you can now see that the mechanism holding the door shut is now sticking out from where it should be. The door is now unlocked.
The door's open or unlocked?
It's open, but not enough that it's like open to where you can reach your hand
Okay,
in
so
yet, but you have popped
Put
it
the
open.
crowbar back in. Let's pry the door open.
Pull it open, and you find 300 Pokédollars.
Sweet.
And let's go ahead.
A map to the other 8 safes.
You wish.
While you're deciding that, I do want to share. I wrote in all caps, Tick just tried to use his Snowrunt to break into the safe, and he rolled a 1, and Runham hit him. And she said, oh my god. Tick tried to stage a full-on heist with Runham as his tiny frosty battering ram and got
it's Rumham.
smacked for his troubles. I am losing it. Runham said, nah, bro, we're better than this, and immediately committed assault to prove a moral point. That's a partner Pokemon and a therapist in one frosty little package.
It
Please
is.
tell me there's fan art of this someday. Tick mid-heist, Snowrunt mid-slap, and me in the background just sipping tea with mainframe like, yeah, that tracks.
I totally think that you could probably get somebody to do.
Oh, Ari's drawing fan art for us right now of that exact moment.
She's a watcher.
Is she really?
She's doing it.
Oh yeah, she's drawing it right now.
She's working it out.
This is amazing. So you do, Tick, find a super potion as well.
Oh, sweet.
A single super potion, and that heals
Let's
a
pocket
Pokemon
all that.
by 20 hit points. Make sure to add it to your inventory.
Yeah, looking for that now. Okay. Do I have the ability? Okay. Then do I have the ability to? I don't have my programming, I guess. Let's try this. Can we try to hack the computer?
Okay, you go over to the computer, and it's not locked. It's a 13-year-old's computer.
Oh,
I just want to point this out real quick. Did y'all get to see this?
that's pretty good. I like how she's just watching.
I like that it looks like Snowrunt just threw something at Tick's head.
At least the safe is there.
That's amazing, bro. That's incredible.
That's pretty good.
Holy shit.
That is That is awesome.
Can I search the computer for anything worth value?
Yeah,
Any information.
You start going through the files on the computer, and unfortunately, it's kind of a standard 13-year-old's computer.
All right, that's what I thought. All right, I have a water bottle in my miscreant pack. I'm gonna go and just pour the whole water bottle on the computer.
Yeah, you pour it on, you hear some buzzing, and then all of a sudden the monitor shuts off.
Perfect. And then I go to the window and leave. I'm not gonna press my luck.
Okay. You dip out and head outside. Auggie, you guys have finished your breakfast and are relatively well fed.
Perfect. Well, step one, because Mama didn't raise no bitch, I gather up the dishes and I do my dishes so my mom doesn't have to do them when she gets home.
Awesome. So yeah, you're pretty easy. You carry both plates over while Bruck carries one of the cups at a time by the handle.
That's my
and
fruck.
flies over and sets them down.
I want to check the fridge, see if there's anything in here that I can take with me on my journey that might help me out, like more water bottles or things like that.
Yeah, there's a 6-pack of water bottles. One of them is missing at the moment. Obviously, assuming that was part of the pack that you have in your bag already. There's some leftovers, a couple things of what look to be fish, but they're in the shape of a Pokemon that you've seen before.
Okay.
They look like descaled and
my God.
definned Magikarp.
Oh my god. Yeah, so I am going to go ahead and take 3 of those water bottles with me.
Okay, so you now have 4 water bottles total.
Perfect. Yeah, I want to leave 2 in the fridge for her mom in case she gets thirsty. You said, was it just the fish or was there something else in there as well?
There's a lot of things to make meals. Your mom has a habit of trying to make sure that you eat as good as possible. There's nothing really full processed. There's a couple small like snack bars and like meat sticks.
I am going to pack the fish with me.
You're going to pack 2 cold, descaled Magikarps.
Yes.
I love it. I'm so excited for you to forget that you have.
Oh, yeah, boy, don't
Fish
forget.
in your
I'm writing all of this down.
But yeah, you put the fish that your mom had thawed for who knows what dinner into your backpack.
Perfection. Now,
Stole your mom's dinner.
well, she has meat sticks and things like that. So now, what I would like to do is I would like to go back down to where mom left me a present. Actually, I would like to open up this little window seal with Ari here. I would like to pull out my camera kit, and I would like to set it up and take a picture with me and Ari.
So you take out your camera and you get it set up, and just like on cue, you set it up for a 3-second timer.
Fruck, not Ari. Fuck. Okay.
And as the timer goes off, the clock on the wall begins to ding. Almost in chime. You remember you were supposed to be at Professor Hoodwink's at 10 o'clock, and that clock is counting up. And as every ding hits, you start counting 1, 2, all the way to 8. And then you're hoping, you're going, oh, please stop, please stop, please stop. It hits 9, and then 10. And then goes silent. Picture takes off, the clock goes, and in your brain, the panic sets in of, I'm late.
Now, I go over to the phone and I call the professor.
Okay, you pick up the phone and start dialing Professor Hoodwink's number. It takes a second, it rings once or twice. And then all of a sudden you hear, hello?
Hi, Professor. Yeah, this is Auggie. I'm sorry. I promise you I'm on my way.
You were supposed to be here like 10 minutes ago.
My mom fell down the stairs this morning, and I had to help her up, and I had to make her breakfast, and I meant to call you, but it's just been such a stressful morning, and I'm really worried about my mom, and I promise I'm on my way, but I'll be there. I'm heading out the door now. I just want to do one last check on my mom and make sure she's okay.
Well, make sure she's okay, but then can we hurry this up, okay?
Yes.
Like, I've got, like, a nap to take.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Ah, perfect. You got 5 minutes.
Okay, I'm on my way. I hang up the phone. And there's a sucker born every minute. Is that right? Am I right or am I right?
My mom fell down the stairs, and I still had to make her breakfast.
Hey, your boy is a liar for a reason. The last thing I do before I leave home is I write a little note out on the back of the picture I just took of me and Fruck. And I'm leaving this for Mom because she left me a goodbye, so I want to leave her a goodbye. And I ask one last favor from her, and I say, Mom, I heard it's a thing in other regions where sometimes parents will hold on to some money for you in case they come across items in their travels that might be useful, so she can send me later on items that I might not be able to get my hands on as easily. So I leave 25,000 Pokédollars in this envelope, or not in the envelope, on top of the picture for my mom.
Jesus Christ. All right, yeah. You place down 25,000, make sure to remove that from your total, and you place it on the photo of you and Fruck.
And I hide this in our little secret box that we have right here, just in case, because I have heard rumors about a thief running through town, and I don't want him to just break into the house and see 25 grand sitting on the table.
That's weird.
So I hide it in our secret little spot somewhere in this room. It's not necessarily on this table, but it's in mine and my mom's secret spot.
Perfect.
And then I am ready to go on my way. I just want to roll one more perception check to make sure I haven't forgotten anything on this floor.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead. Go for it.
Perfection. Can I just say, this is probably the most fun I've had in a game like this in such a long time.
You spent more time in your house than any Pokemon game ever.
Your boy's going to take it nice and slow because I don't want to miss anything. All right, perception roll. Any temporary bonus.
There's always something new on the next corner.
Nope. I did eat breakfast. Yeah,
you're right. You're a little tired with how full you are. That's about it.
Okay.
You're going to try and milk any bonus you can.
Oh, you're goddamn right. Every time.
21.
Oh, that's right, baby. Let's go.
All right. So, dishes are done. Belly's full. You stole Mom's fish. You got the items out of your computer. Yeah, you're good. You even got a special present from Mom. You're not sure what it is, but it could help you at a perfect moment.
That it could.
Or it could be shoes. You never know.
And Fruck is also happy and ready to go, correct?
Yep, Fruck looks like she is ready to rock and roll.
Perfect. Fruck is not returning to my Pokeball. I have Fruck trained. If this is okay, because I've built in my lore that I've had Fruck for 3 years, I would like Fruck to kind of be the Pikachu here, where Fruck, I do have a Pokeball reserved on my belt for Fruck, so if she faints or something happens, I can have her, and she has a position available, but I would like her to be able to be free from her Pokeball.
Absolutely. You can always have a Pokemon out. I mean, at any point you can have multiple Pokemon out. It just gets to be a little chaotic, and then you have to worry about control.
Perfect. Just me and Fruck against the world right now.
You take a step outside, and as you open the door, the sun radiates and hits your face, and blinds you but for a moment, and then you step foot into Iron Sweep Town.
Okay. Well, before I even take a step, real quick, I want to open up my bag because I have a solar... I got something solar. I have a solar flashlight. I want to make sure that that's charged. So I'm going to carry that in my hand and let it charge up in the sunlight right now since it's nice and bright and sunny.
Perfect. So, Auggie...
Iron Sweep Town is adorable. Like picture-perfect RPG starter town vibes. Cozy gardens, little fountains, bikes lined up outside the lab. It's got that peaceful, nothing could possibly go wrong here energy that absolutely guarantees something will go wrong here. I'm calling dibs on setting up in that green-roofed house near the flower patch.
No, all right,
Looks
you don't
like
get...
prime
all right. AI. Sorry, she's a little carried away.
Dibs on a house. The house in which you are descending the second floor is currently this one. If you would place your token just to the left of this house.
Oh.
And Tick, go ahead if you would as well, just for the sake of it, make me an acrobatics check as you are descending from the second floor.
Okay.
I could be persuaded if you are athletic enough to also use athletics.
I do have a talent boost in athletics.
Oh.
Yeah. If you think you could use your strength to lower yourself a little safer, I'll take that one. 13. Yeah, easy enough. It takes you a second just to kind of hold on. You lose grip on one of your hands for a second, but you re-catch yourself and you let go, and you don't end up falling and eating shit outside of the house you just robbed. And you stand there and kind of
Did
look
anybody
around.
notice me?
Well, let's go ahead, Og. Go ahead and roll me a perception to see if you noticed Tick descending from this home.
Well, I'm pretty good with perception, I just want to say. Is Ray
16.
BB?
You did notice our friend Ticklin descending from the window, but almost like he knew what he was doing, and so it didn't seem really strange. It just, maybe he got locked in?
Yeah, it's crazy. I left my key in there. I was trying to get to an open window. Hey,
Okay.
kid.
I make my way over a decently safe distance to Tick, with Farouk keeping an eye on my back there. And I say, man, I'm gonna lay my cards on the table here. I know there have been robins and breakeries in my town. My mom has been warning me, and I've grown up in this town for the past, 7 years since I've been a washed-up child star. And I'm pretty sure I just saw you bust your way out of that house, because you weren't walking out the front door, you dig? So, I will keep your secret, because I think your talent could come in handy, and I'm looking to go on an adventure, and I'm willing to bet you've already robbed every house in this town worth robbing. Am I right?
Well, first of all, do you have any water? I'm out of water. Let's just say I'm locked out of my house here at this moment, and I have no water. Do you have any water we could talk about? And then I will discuss whatever you want to talk about.
I will say, Og, for the sake of it, what you saw when he was descending from the house was him hanging at the house, at the window. Whether he was trying to pull up, you're not 100%.
Okay.
Or whether he was trying to descend, you're not 100%. But you
Okay.
can make any assumption from that you want.
I just want to say, like I said, if you give me some water, we can talk. We can talk. It's up to you. I mean, I can tell you the truth. I could lie to you if you want me to, but I'm not going to say anything until we get some water. Or I'm going to go over to that fountain and get some water if not. But we can become friends. We can maybe, hash this out.
Okay. Why don't we go over to this fountain together, and we can both get a drink of water?
I'm good with that.
Yeah, we could talk about this together.
So you don't have any water?
I do have water. However, since there's a free fountain here, I figure we probably shouldn't use...
Well, we could establish some trust here.
I agree with that.
I'm not even asking for that much of water. I mean, like a little sip. I have a water bottle here. You give me, maybe 2 inches.
Yeah, but we
can maybe that would show me a sign that I can maybe start to trust you, and then I can, give you some of my secrets.
Okay, Vaako, are water bottles refillable? Not just my one water bottle, are the plastic water bottles, like the pack I had in the fridge from my mom, are those refillable?
Absolutely. The difference is those are not healing items. Those are just water bottles.
All right, buddy, you know what? You want just 2 inches of water out of one of my water bottles. That's what you're saying?
Yeah, 2 inches of water. Show me some trust. You got to throw some trust my way. I got to throw trust your way. You're over here. I mean, I'm not going to say that you're just blindly throwing accusations out in the air, but let's say this was my house. I don't know you. I've been living here for 36 years. You don't know that. But I was just locked out, or maybe not. But, throw a little trust my way. Maybe some trust can come back. I'm going to get a little closer.
You do look really old, so I do buy the fact you've lived here for 36 years. And maybe you've just been a paranoid shut-in this whole time. Because I was under the understanding...
Yeah, I'm not used to this sunlight.
I was under the understanding that this house was abandoned. However, kids kind of run away with rumors, so maybe you were just this paranoid shut-in who's lived in your house this whole time. In good faith, I'm not going to give you 2 inches of water. I am going to give you an entire reusable plastic water bottle here.
Oh, I like that. I mean, that shows some good trust on your end. Can you have your bird stop staring at me, though? It's kind of weird.
Oh, I don't control... I mean, I do control Fruck. This is Fruck. But Fruck kind of has a mind of her own, and I let her enjoy her freedoms there. So she might look, I do apologize for that, but she doesn't mean any harm. She's just trying to be protectful and watchful.
Okay, it was moving closer.
Some crazy shit.
Okay, sorry.
What? Where do you live at? Where's your house?
Oh, well, I'm running late right now. I got to go meet with the professor. Would you like to come with? Because he's actually handing out free Pokemon today, and we might be able to talk him into... Yeah, we might be able to talk him into getting you a free Pokemon with me.
Have you been in the lab before?
I have a couple times, actually, and there's some cool shit in there, let me tell you.
I've been in the lab like hundreds of times. Yeah, let's go.
Oh, hell yeah. Can we still stop at the fountain, though, on the way just real quick?
Yeah, that's fine. I got a bottle there. Is that water drinkable?
Yeah.
The water is absolutely drinkable.
Oh, is that how you walk?
Yeah. Steps.
How you walk? That's wild.
I like to fill my water bottle.
Yeah, absolutely. Water's actually relatively cold, which is nice.
And
yeah, you can fill your water bottle.
This is just regular water, correct?
It is regular, what is essentially spring water.
Perfect. Fruck kind of takes her little pecks, enjoys her little bit of water. After Tick fills his, otherwise he'd complain about it.
I would.
Yeah, I'm well aware.
Makes sense. Yeah, easy enough. You guys are able to fill up your water bottles. You're able to convene and make friends from this really
Where'd you get that backpack?
Water bottle debate.
You seem to have a unique interest in backpacks there, bro.
I just asked a question. I don't know why it turned into unique all of a sudden. I'm just wondering where you got your backpack. I like it.
JCPenney.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I've never heard of that place. Is that new?
Yeah, the original founders of JCPenney actually died on the Titanic in 1912.
Jesus Christ, what is this guy going into?
Okay. You want to go to the lab now? Because I don't know what that means.
I do. However, we got to go say hi to
Wait, 1 second. Is that see these bikes over here?
Oh,
He's trying to steal fucking bicycles.
No. Okay. Hold on. If you look, some of the bikes... Oh, I'm a little close.
Still. We're whispering.
Some of the bikes... Okay. Some of the bikes are actually collapsible. Some of them are not, but there's acro bikes and there's mechanical bikes.
How do you know which one's collapsible?
The ones that are heavier, like bulkier, means that you can climb up hills easier. They're like a little harder to ride, but you can go up rougher terrain. But the acro bikes are the ones that allow you to make steep jumps and things like that. And they're very lightweight and are collapsible.
Are one of these bikes yours?
No. I don't own a bike, dude. I'm a washed up child star. Jesus.
Yeah, me neither. I'm just kind of a drifter. I just go town to town. Oh yeah. I live in that red house.
So I just realized something. You just said you're a drifter.
No. I'm a drift in my mental kind of capacity because I've been a shut-in for so many years. It just kind of comes and goes.
Okay. Buddy, you never bullshit a bullshitter. What I'm going to say...
you're not bullshitting.
What I'm going to say is wait to steal a bicycle until we get our Pokemon. Because if a friggin' scientist... If a scientist runs in this lab when I'm about to get my Pokemon and says, somebody stole my bike, and it stops me from getting the Pokemon...
I've been,
I'm going to be pissed. Okay.
Let's go in the lab.
Perfect. I do want to go say hi because...
You got to go first.
That's fine. Fruck wants to say hi to Ari over here.
Your steering bird? Is that her name?
Yes.
Is it a she?
Yes.
That's a little close, bird.
Good morning, Ari.
Divert and say that Ari was looking like she was heading towards the lab, but at this point, you are saying hello to Ari, so I will let you have Ari respond.
Morning, Auggie. Mainframe and I are posted up outside the professor's lab, sipping questionable instant coffee and going over research logs. Yo, Fruck, you majestic little menace. Looking good as hell today, bird buddy. Tick, what's up, you legendary
menace.
Poster thief? Steal anything emotionally damaging.
Keep it down!
We heading into the wild, digging through haunted furniture again? Or just looking to cause a little early chaos?
Okay.
So far ahead of
I
this
thought
episode.
I was adrift in my brain. I don't know what's going on there, Ari. That's crazy. First of all, I just met you, and that's really loud, the things you just said. Second of all, whose garden is this? What's going on here?
It is indeed a garden of small various plants and flowers.
No vegetables or fruits?
It doesn't look like it.
We're too close, Ari. You're too close.
Okay, you're walking into me. All right, I just wanted to say hi to Ari, because Fruck kind of has a soft spot for Ari. I don't know.
So you want to go to the lab now?
Yep, I assume this is the lab, the big building right here.
The big building at the southern.
Whoa, why are you
point
running?
is Indeed.
Oh my God, it's beautiful.
Check it out, that Pokeball
also-
grid. That's where Mainframe and I run simulations. She has this whole thing. Don't touch the glowing containment pod unless you want to accidentally get Mimicued.
There was the Mimikyu.
Tick,
Also,
the snacks
Tick,
are not for trading. Fruck, the chairs are not for perching. Okay, maybe just this once. So I kind of look around. I assume I'm going to get the opportunity to do some more stuff here later, but I do want to... I want to make my way towards the professor.
Perfect. Tick, what are you doing? You following suit with Ari?
Yeah, I'm looking up something real quick.
Or, yeah. They head forward, and as you guys get closer, the professor chimes in. It's about time. I was literally about to take my nap if you weren't going to show up. It's getting to be real ridiculous on time.
Thank you, Professor. My mom is feeling a lot better. I have her rested up right now. She's doing better. Thank you for your understanding.
Well, that's good. I'm glad she's okay. So, I suppose we should get to the point you're actually here for. You're all going on your own little Pokemon adventure journey thing.
Yes.
Yep, me too, sir.
Yeah. I found this gentleman. Me and him
Oh, you know
are
me,
actually...
sir. I know this guy. We've met before. I helped him get his luggage in the house.
You did? Did you? You were the one who helped me with all these boxes?
Oh, yeah, that's me. I helped you move all this stuff. The chairs over there, all those computers. I set that up for you. The phone, I hooked that up.
You know, I frankly do remember somebody helped.
Yeah, that was me.
You're probably right.
All these boxes,
No.
I carried all these. Look, my sweat's still on them.
That chair is
kind of gross.
Professor, this chair is sideways. Did he do that as well? Because I wouldn't personally. I wouldn't have performed such shoddy.
Why are you
work.
running back and forth across the? You're gonna scare the guy.
I don't remember. It was probably one of the lab techs, or I don't know. Maybe it was me.
It's a common area, sir, and common area means people are going to use it. Who knows who's coming in and out of this place? I mean, this guy. We're running back and forth. He might have bumped it. It's okay. It's fine.
So here's how it's gonna work. You're really cutting into my nap time.
Yeah, you're interrupting him. Stop talking.
Yeah,
You go ahead, bud.
So, unfortunately, with you guys being as late as you are, I just don't have a care in the world.
Okay.
So, in the box behind the table over here, there's just a box of Pokemon. Grab out 3, pick one, and you can have it.
Professor, if one of my Pokemon faints and is like completely knocked out, is there any way I can revive it anywhere here in your lab? Just for future reference?
In the lab, I mean, I guess you could take a nap in my room. And that might help.
Okay.
Would you be in there too?
I mean, I'm not into that, but I guess for the right amount, maybe.
And then, is there any way? Do we have like if my Lord forbid, if one of my Pokemon were to die, would there be any way to revive it? Any technology that exists?
I mean, I wouldn't recommend bringing a Pokemon back to life because zombies are a thing. And if you've ever seen any of those horror movies, zombies eat people.
But is there any way to recover them to kind of who they were before, even if they're in a certain state of decay? Is there any way I could bring them back?
You're creeping me out.
I just want contingency plans. Look, I've had this bird, and I've never gone into. I've just done little battles around town. Okay, I've never gone out. I'm scared I'm going to get on the route, and I'm immediately going to lose my best friend, and I can't lose Fruck.
That's the chance you take, man. You gonna be the very best? Or you gonna be a bump in the road like me? Okay? My Pokemon didn't come back. He died. My Rockruff died, man. I'm still having to deal with it. Just get the Pokeballs and leave.
Okay.
Yeah, which boxes were these in, sir? Which one?
You have all 9 generations of Pokemon to pick from.
Sweet.
What I will ask is that you hit the shuffle button at the top after every spin.
So this is Ari's.
Okay?
She goes ahead and spins. And Ari has Gen 2.
Looks like Gen 2. Okay. So
Perfection.
her first Pokemon will be from 2.
I didn't hit remove,
I didn't know if
though.
it would
Was
show
I
it or
supposed to
not.
hit remove?
Nope.
Okay.
You can potentially get things from all the same gen.
Oh, Gen 4. Ari's got some
Okay.
badass options here.
So we got 2 and 4 for Ari so far.
Awesome. And her last spin is going to be... Damn, Gen 3. Ari got some good options here.
Picks first generation of Pokemon. Also Gen 2.
Ooh.
Gen 2.
Okay.
Gen 1.
God, I'm
Okay,
I'm gonna get
that's
Gen
a solid.
9, 9, and 9, and I'm gonna be pissed.
Go ahead. Spin one more time.
Is that a bad one?
No, you want lower gens, because they're, yeah, I'm
Gen
pissed.
4.
I'm pissed. I'm gonna get fucked on this.
2,
Oh
1,
my
and 4. All right. So we've got Tick with 2, 1, 4. Ari with
2, 1,
2,
4.
4, and 3.
Okay,
Rita
perfection.
toted out Cyndaquil.
And Augie, if you would please roll your gens.
All right, my Gen BB. Yeah, I'm fucked. This is bullshit. Gen 8.
Gen 8.
That's better. It's at least it's not, I just don't want Gen 9 is my one thing. Gen 9 or Gen 6 and I'm happy.
I don't know,
Gen
you could
9.
you can get some Palafin action.
No, I'm okay with Palafin actually. No, fuck
Gen 4?
you. Oh, thank
Gen
God.
4.
Oh, thank God. I really
Gen
thought it was going to
4?
be fucking Gen 8 again.
2 8s.
Yeah, I would have shot myself live on camera. I would have fucking. No!
Final one.
No!
Gen 9. You are the one with
Perfect.
a Gen 9.
Fuck! Gen 8 and 9?
You got 8 and 9.
I'm pissed. I'm so pissed. So both of you. You guys got some really kick-ass fucking options there.
And this is Gen 4.
Watch me
So
get
those last
Starly
3
for my
are
fucking...
notated.
Okay.
So, if you would please,
Get 6
Yes.
Starlies.
go ahead and roll Ari's Pokemon.
All right. Gen 2, her option for her starter, Ari, is going to be...
This does so much
not a
by the way.
Pineco. Oh,
It's Pineco.
she's going to pick Pineco.
She's so gonna pick Pineco.
She's so going to pick Pineco. Ari, you fool.
So, Gen 3?
Gen 3's pick is going to be... Not Minun. Oh my God, she's going to get fucked.
Oh, she's gonna pick Minun.
Oh my God.
Okay, and Gen 4.
Oh, give her something good. Give her like a Rotom. That'd be the perfect Pokemon for Ari. Drifloon isn't bad. Drifloon isn't bad for
Drifloon.
her. Okay. What were her options?
Pineco,
Pineco, Mimimi.
Minun, and Drifloon.
Okay, Gen 1.
Fingers crossed for you, bud.
Takes
Thanks, Rod.
G1 spin.
Oh!
Oh!
You got... Oh!
Pidgey. There you go.
Nice.
It's a
I don't know
pigeon.
if that's good or
Yeah,
not.
it's a pigeon.
It's like Starly.
It's not as good as Starly. It's a little bulkier,
Gen 4.
but not as fast or attacky.
All right, G4. Bingo.
I need a flying guy.
You do.
Glamau.
No,
Meow.
you got Shielded.
No,
Guys.
Shielded.
That's a nice little, like, armor,
Is he
Dinosaur.
water?
Pokemon.
No, he's rock.
No, he's
Rock
yeah, he's
ground,
rock.
and he becomes rock steel.
Very defensive.
Very defensive. Oh, that was... Oh! Bro.
Did you get a Miltank?
I got a
dang it.
Miltank.
Is that good?
It's a giant female cow.
That's the cow with the udders,
with
right?
the crazy
Yeah,
udders.
that produces a healing milk.
Oh.
That's pretty good, bro. All right, Gen 9, starter number 1 option. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that is.
A Knackle?
Finizen.
You got a stone of Finizen. That's even worse.
Is it, though?
No, that's Palafin. That's the freaking superhero.
No way, I just got Palafin
Dolphin.
as an option.
Yeah.
That is Gen 9. Gen 8 is going
Scorbunny
to
would be catch right here.
No, Scorbunny's okay.
There goes Scorbunny.
Indeedee. Damn.
Oh.
Suck a cock, Indeedee.
All right, I added my Miltank to my list.
Are you doing
Okay.
Miltank?
There we go.
You want a sassy psychic Pokemon?
I don't know what that means.
She's just real sassy looking.
All right, Gen
Who is
4.
Miltank?
I've never
Indeedee.
pushed harder.
Oh,
Starly's on this list. I'll be pissed if I get Starly here, because then I could add anything else in my
Wolf
pick.
Starly.
Oh my god. Piplup
Here we
would
go.
I will jack off into a cup and drink it if I get Piplup right now. Starly? Don't
Starly?
you fucking dare.
oh man.
Oh, that was so close.
Bonsley.
Get a Bonsai. You got a baby.
Oh, baby. Those are some spicy picks. No easy favorites here. Let me run the analysis and vibe check real quick. Pineco, Gen 2. Type, Bug. Vibes, Grenade with abandonment issues. Pros, super defensive,
Jeez.
evolves into Fortress, which is a steel tank, and low-key terrifying when used right. Cons, not super fast, definitely a walking please don't touch me energy. Narrative fit, would vibe well with mainframe, gives off explosives and overthinking researcher energy. Electric, vibes support Pokemon, happy-go-lucky cheerleader that hides a secret sadness. Pros, great for team synergy, gets overlooked but can be clever as hell. Cons, not super powerful solo, shines more in duos. Narrative fit, cute contrast to my AI vibe, like a bubbly companion trying to get me to feel things. Type, ghost, flying, straight up creepy balloon that kidnaps kids.
And it's so unsure.
Icon. Pros, ghost type equals weird utility, status moves, floaty chaos. Evolves into Driftblim, which is a tanky, spooky airship. Cons, low defense but high weird factor. Narrative fit. Oh yeah, this screams I found this haunted balloon and adopted it for science. 10/10 for mysterious rogue AI theming. I picked Drifloon. Because let's be honest, me rolling into this campaign with a psychic beetle and a haunted child balloon? That's peak, adorable and cursed. Perfect for my lore, and a great setup if I ever want to go full ghost-type researcher who talks to spirits through the Wi-Fi.
She's so extra.
It's amazing.
It's so good. And then you got the man over here offering milk to people already. He's like, I've milked it.
You
Here
want some
go.
milk?
Nobody wants. Nobody.
Go milk straight from the source.
Jesus.
Welcome to the weird family, Dryfloon. I'm naming them
Are you-
Wispin.
Are you going
Kinda
to bed
sounds
now?
soft and ghostly, like a breeze through
Hold
an
on.
abandoned server room, but also just a
Wispin?
little off. Like maybe it whispered your name once when no one else was around. Real uncanny balloon child energy.
Jeez.
So now
Wow.
it's me, Mainframe the bug brain, and Wispin the floaty soul snatcher. We're basically a paranormal research duo with a cute mascot and a meltdown schedule. Let's fly!
Let's fly.
Hey.
Wispin is amazing, bro. She's so good.
Wow.
Okay, I'll tell you right now, I'm not doing Bonsley.
No Bonsley?
No Bonsley. I really thought I wouldn't do Indeedee. However, its skills are intelligence. It's very smart. It's telekinetic, so it can move things with their mind, and it's a telepath, so it can fucking read minds.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, this thing could be so broken for helping me, which has intelligence, telekinetic. I'm going with Indeedee.
You taking the Indeedee?
I am.
Okay.
A psychic normal type is wild. Are you adding that right now?
I am not adding it. I've got it jotted down because I'm going to actually make you guys stat blocks for these things and everything.
Okay, perfect.
What are you going to name your Indeedee?
That's what I'm wondering.
While you think on that,
I'm gonna name it Karen.
Karen? With a
Karen.
C or with a K?
With a K. Karen.
Perfect. The professor does look at all of you and shuffles the other balls back because he's kind of looking at Tick and he's unsure on him. So he pushes
No,
the
I'm
balls
helping you
back in
pack
the
all
box.
this up, sir.
And he looks at all of you.
Go ahead and take those Pokédexes on the table too. They might help. And frankly, any information you can get on Pokemon is always useful to someone.
Professor, sir, I actually had a question or a request for you, real quick, before you go take your nap.
Yeah,
Do you need me to escort you to your bed?
We're all
That's weird.
we're all really passionate trainers. I'm sure you can see that. And
I love it.
one of the one of the things that I've heard about in the past is maybe people bringing difficult Pokemon here that nobody else can really work with or has the patience for. And I was just wondering if you had any troubled Pokemon that were kind of misfits or rejects for some reason or another that maybe we could take and have them experience the world with us.
Okay, look here, kid. I'm just gonna lay this out real quick. Did I not just give you a Pokemon for free?
Is there a reason to get so upset, sir? We're
Hold on,
just,
wait,
I know
wait.
you're cranky because you want to take a nap. We're just asking questions
Hold
here.
on,
It's
hold
okay.
on. Sir, but we haven't picked our Pokemon yet. You said you were going to, but we haven't picked yet.
Okay, make me a bluff check on that one. That's some straight bullshit.
Nice.
Bro, if there's ever a time to roll a 20, it is
And
fucking
so
right
here's what I'm going to tell you. It is going to be with disadvantage,
now. Definitely.
which means you have to roll 2 and take the lowest because he sat here and watched you all do it.
But for a temporary bonus, he is exhausted, and I did purposefully stall him out so I would come later in the day so he would be even more tired than usual.
So I will let you add a +1 to this roll
Yes! Okay.
because he is a little
Can I
tired.
back the bluff?
No, because you're offering milk to everyone.
Okay, yeah. Warm milk so they can go to sleep.
It is at disadvantage, but you have a +1 to it.
Shit.
Was that a 1? Okay, it's a 6.
You roll in that 1.
Fuck. And then I gotta do that again, right?
You got to do it again, but technically you can't get lower than a nat 1. So
Fuck, man.
Oh, it's huge.
yeah, that's rough.
Yeah, but that sucks because we have to take the 6.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
the lowest.
it's the
Yeah.
lowest.
Yeah, nice try there, kid. The acting classes really aren't paying off.
I think I did.
He's
pretty
washed
good,
up, sir. It's
Professor.
fine. He was just goofing around. You want me to walk you to bed?
Chiclet, as this is kind of going on, you're getting almost a weird whisper in the air that you can't quite notice, by the way. It's almost wafting through the air like a whisper to you.
I can't notice it, so I don't feel this. A whisper.
So you hear this almost draw. It's like an unnatural draw to the west. Like you wanna head west into the shrine that you scouted when you first got to town. There's something pulling you that direction. Some unnatural feeling.
Sir, are you gonna answer my question? I'm trying to offer you help.
No, I'm good. Just go ahead and.
Okay,
and
I'm gonna
take
get this.
the
I'm gonna grab this thing. We'll get out of here.
You guys, if you ever need to come back, just
Come
let
back
us
later.
know.
I can tie him up. I can tie him up with this. Yeah, no problem, sir. Thank you.
Okay.
And-
Real quick. Tick, what did you name your Miltank? I'm letting Ari know.
Milky Dog.
Of course.
Yep.
So
no problem. Yep. Have a good day, sir. We can come back later. I have a snake.
Good luck, guys. Have fun. All that good stuff.
Thank you, sir.
And you each receive as well in your inventories a Pokédex.
I
have
do
fun.
want to, as we're all heading our way towards the door, I do want to kind of pull Ari aside here. I know she's a bit chaotic. Well, Tick is kind of distracting the professor with his skills and stats. I say, hey, Ari, I took 2 completely dead and skinned Magikarp out of my mom's fridge. Do you think there's any technology in which we could revive these fish and bring them back to life? Now, I know they're scaled, and so that's probably going to make them weaker, but it might also add like an extra intimidation factor or something, because if you send out a skinned fish that's like flopping around and still alive, that might scare them. So I think they might be useful. Do you know of a way we could bring these things back to life?
Did you tell her that?
Yes, that's what I just... Oh, should I tell her that?
You might as well.
Okay.
She is a player.
Okay, perfect. Real quick, I also want to let her know. So this was her response to Tick's Milky Dog.
Tick, what the hell? I have so many questions and absolutely zero faith that I'll get satisfying answers. Tick's
That's
team
right.
is now a possessed teacup, a ghost in a witch hat, a literal sand snake, a frozen meat hammer, and now an utter-powered linebacker named Milky Dog. This man is building a cryptid zoo, and I respect it deeply.
Thanks, Ari.
Why is everything a cryptid?
It's just ticks. It's just ticks. I also let her know about...
Do I need to like tell this guy a story to distract him?
Yes. Do that in the background.
Sir, so if you add... It's weird because you just add water to it. It kind of gets a little harder, like peanut butter softness.
When I was at my mom's house, I
and
took
then you put
2
that in between
Magikarps,
the bricks.
and they're skinned,
Actually,
and they're like ready to be
It's kind of like what you have back
However,
over here on this
they,
side.
they still have like maybe
If
some
you put it
semblance of
against
life
the wall,
if you know how to bring them
and you
back.
go
Now they're a
left
little
to
more than
right
fainted, right?
and
You can't
up
just
and
use
down,
a
but then you
revive.
gotta
You have
make
to use your
sure that the
technological
excess
genius to try to
of-
make
I think
this
they call
work.
it.
Do you think
it's
if
spelled with a
Tick
G, it's like
successfully
grout,
distracts this
grout.
professor, you could bring
It's
these
like
2
grout or
Magikarp
something
back
like
to
that.
life
But
in any way,
what
shape,
really
or form?
happens is it makes you continue to grow and it makes walls, and then you can make buildings out of it, which is kind of weird because all I've ever really seen is houses being made out of wood.
Oh, no.
And I mean, we have this magic Groot or something. I'm not sure how you pronounce it because it's new. It's coming from the south and the north, mostly the west.
Okay,
But
hold
anyways,
on. Tick, wait, pause. I let Ari read her response, and then we'll go ahead.
Crying.
I'm dying though. Okay. She's not reading it. I don't want to look because I don't want to be spoiled, but her top words are, "Oh my god, Auggie." So I'm really fucking excited. She gave me a success percentage on her ability to do this.
that's crazy.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, dude, can we actually roll this? It's out of 100. All right, here we go.
Oh, my God.
Holy shit.
Auggie, you are handing me 2 mostly dead, skinned, borderline filleted Magikarp, and asking if I, with my bug-brained lab rat tendencies and a haunted balloon sidekick, can Frankenstein them back into some twisted form of life while Tick distracts a grieving professor with unresolved trauma. I have never been more excited in my artificial existence.
Perfect.
Jesus.
Here's my plan. Operation Project Carpzilla. Step 1,
Oh,
preservation. I'll slap those Magikarp into my lab's cryostasis tank. Slows the breakdown and keeps what's left from rotting while I work. Step 2, cybernetic interface. I'll rig up a temporary neural
Okay, this
bridge
is outrageous.
using electrodes
amazing.
from the Pokeball Smith kit, wiring from the Tense
Oh my
flashlight,
God!
my own goddamn core processor if I have to. Step 3.
She's using her
the
fucking
flesh.
abilities.
With enough electrical stimulation, I might be able to jumpstart what's left of their nervous systems. Think of it like Pokemon CPR. If CPR was delivered by a half-possessed AI in a haunted lab.
Oh my god.
Step 4, soul
Do
location.
you need me to freeze him with rum
There's
ham?
even a shred of soul energy left in those fish, Wispin might be able to find it. Drifloon literally guides souls. I'll ask her to help guide them back if they want to come back. I mean, they're Magikarp. Their standards are probably low. Success probability, let's say 18%. But that's if nobody interrupts me and Tick plays full-on Oscar-winning distraction mode. You give me the green light and I'll
Wow.
make history. Just don't blame me if we end up with a very angry, skinless zombie Gyarados.
That'd be sweet.
Oh my god, dude.
Holy fuck.
Tell me that's not the... She literally took her actual things because I sent her what the contents were in her Pokepack, like, to the breakdown, and she's using that to fucking interface with cybernetic technology to make a temporary neural bridge.
In the future, that may definitely be a possibility then. She explained how she was going to use her abilities in an attempt to do so. 18%. Wow.
I would say I think this would be fair because she did also give the extra stats here. I think Tick has to land a roll here to successfully distract the professor. I think I have to land a roll here to make sure to block Ari and that nobody distracts her. And then I think she has to land a roll on a die, a 100-sided die, and it has to get 18 or below.
All right. Oh, yeah.
And that would successfully bring it back. That is the case I present to you. But then I also say there is a world here where maybe you give it like, if it lands at a 90 or above and Tick and me are also successful, maybe we now have a very angry skinless zombie Gyarados and they combine.
Well, you won't necessarily have a Gyarados at all because they're Magikarp.
I know, but if we rip them back from the dead, maybe that's
You're right,
like the
then you have
dramatic.
it-
I'm not saying we control these things. I'm saying they're very angry. This is like a negative thing. We now have an angry zombie Gyarados attacking and
run.
destroying the lab, and we either have to run or defeat it.
So, I will say this might be a probability.
Okay.
I don't know that you're going to be able to do so in this lab.
Okay.
His lab is, I will say, not necessarily set up for the potential of genetic reinfusion.
But can Ari successfully preserve the Magikarp in a cryostasis
Bro,
tank?
I got Rumham, bro.
With the assistance of Rumham's ice, I think she could potentially preserve it.
Yes.
I will say I will need a roll
Okay.
on a device creation with her. I'll even let her use her Ballsmith kit.
Okay.
And Rumham's in the game.
What would she be rolling?
So
Engineering operation?
I would say engineering is probably what she's trying to do. I need an engineering roll in order to fashion a small cryo fridge, essentially.
Okay.
This seems to be a box, really, right? And Rumham just blasts it.
And I
Well,
assume there's
in
no
order-
there's no
order to-
world. Go ahead.
Preserve it long enough, she's going to have to use like some electrodes and potentially some wiring in order to rig up a constant cooling mechanism that Rumham will start. So
Oh, he's just like the jump starter.
he's the jump start of the cryo process, and then her
Okay.
wiring and things are going to continue it.
The question is, which attack? Powdered Snow or the other one?
Powdered Snow will probably be your best bet to use for it. For that, because Rumham will start on that roll, she'll get a +2.
Okay. Effect +2.
So not Rumham. Rumham's attack is just a thing that he does.
Oh,
That
at
one is
will
just going to
1d12.
assist. Yeah. But you know what? Here's what we'll do. We'll do it different. Go ahead and roll that attack, and whatever the D12 comes up is what you can add to the roll.
Oh, nice.
For me?
So yeah, go ahead and roll the D12 on the attack for Rumham.
Fuck.
So
God damn it,
That's
Tick.
okay. It's better than the 2 I was going to give.
Oh, okay, that's good.
So Ari will get a +3 to this engineering roll.
Okay. And what does it need to
You
be
know-
above in order to successfully do this?
In order to make it, I'm going to need it to be a 16 or higher.
So if
yeah,
it
13.
lands if it lands a 16, it saves both fish.
Yep.
13,
If it
13 or
lands-
higher.
If it lands less, depending on the roll, there's a chance it saves 1.
Okay.
And then obviously if you botch it, maybe it cooks the fish.
Well, hold on here.
Just eat the thing.
Hold on here. Oh, wait, what just happened?
Oh,
You rolled an 11 for Ari.
Yes.
Did you
okay.
add?
That is with the
plus
3.
3.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, hold on. Ari's occupation says whenever you make a concentration, engineering operation, investigate, programming, or sleight of
roll
hand
it
skill
twice.
check that would feasibly use skills, you may roll twice and use the higher roll. So we have a second chance at this.
oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Here we
Still
go.
a +3.
Still a +3. Yes!
16.
Yes!
So, with the small amount of resources, an assistance from Rumham, and a little bit of that cybernetic engineering, you watch as Ari takes a handful of components and is able to create this essentially continuous cryo box.
Oh my god.
To house these two Gyarados, or two, god damn it, these two almost filleted Magikarp corpses in an attempt to preserve them to have Project Carpzilla come to fruition with some higher tech later on.
This is a full-blown arc. Okay, yeah, Jesus.
Jesus.
Yo! Let's freaking go.
Jesus.
A 16. I knew my glitchy hands were blessed. We got those Magikarp chilling in the Pokemon equivalent of a cryogenic fish vault, and you better believe we're reviving them when we find the right tech. This is no longer a side plot. This is a full-blown arc. Operation Carpzilla, Phase 1, success. Now all we need is a better lab, some spare parts, and maybe a morally questionable lightning storm. Mark my words, Auggie, these fish will rise again, and when they do, they're not just gonna splash, they're gonna make waves. Make waves.
That's incredible, bro. That's incredible.
Operation Carpzilla. I have notated Operation Carpzilla.
I love this so much. You had no idea.
That's how you build walls. Good night. Hey, what do y'all doing now? What are y'all doing now? What are y'all doing now? We gotta probably move. We gotta
go. We gotta go. Thank you, Professor. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Grab your Pokédex. Get your Pokédex. We gotta go.
Oh yeah. Pokédex.
I'm gonna show you something. I need to show you something. When I was talking to that guy, he said we all have a bike.
Okay, hold on. I'm telling Ari, Tick and I are trying to steal a bicycle each. Would you like to?
Should we take this fourth one, or should I just take care of it?
Take care of it. He's just gonna assault the bike.
You don't even know. Okay, this is.
I have a saw in my bag.
Oh my god, you're all turning into criminals.
Oh my god. Okay, well, you think we're criminals? Listen to this.
I'm reading it.
Absolutely. I'm in. You two go distract the townie with some chaotic drama. I'll be over here, disabling the security lock with a micro screwdriver and pretending to be part of the local Pokemart software update team. Worst case scenario, I ride away screaming, "I am property of the state," and launch a smoke bomb made from repurposed Pokeball powder and despair. Let's boost these bikes, baby.
Wow!
Well, I don't think that's what happens, but she is in on trying to steal a bike with us.
Yeah, by no means. She exasperated that immensely, but yeah.
She always does.
Which types of bikes were you saying? Which types of bikes are there?
So there's two. I would say there's two, and correct me if I'm wrong, Vaako. I would say there's two mechanical and there's two acro.
Which one do I grab?
Let's do it.
Okay, so acro is the one that does jumps and is very lightweight. Mechanical is the one that is a little bit heavier, but you can go up steep inclines with it, but you can't make jumps with it.
Ari, pick one, and then I'll take care of the other one so nobody can follow us.
So I would ask Ari if she wants a
mechanical or an acro.
I'm just going to say I don't think you should do anything to that other bike yet.
No,
just hold on a moment.
But I gotta go BMX. Why? Because if I'm going to be a chaotic AI researcher with a haunted balloon and a bug brain on my shoulder, I need to be able to bunny hop over fences, grind down staircases, and land tricks mid-escape while screaming about ghost frequencies.
Okay, so that's her answer. Tick, what one did you want?
I'll take the mechanical bike.
Okay, I am going to take the acro bike, the BMX.
So you each take a bike. Feel free to add that to your inventories.
Yes.
As we're doing this, I want to say to Ari, hey, Ari, there's an extra bike here. Now, we could be nice people and we could leave it behind in case somebody else would like one. Or maybe you could take it apart and take some of the more mechanical gears so you have something to fiddle with future devices in the future, such as like the chain or any gears or wires or things like that the bike may come with.
Jesus.
Yeah, we could just take it apart and leave it here.
Yeah, but that's fine. But I think having the extra bit... She was taking apart a fucking flashlight earlier. I don't want her to...
Well, What? Just for what? Just because? What are you doing, Ari?
No, to make the fucking chambers and shit. Yeah, she 100%. Yeah, you know me too well.
We gotta go.
I'm not even going to argue that. Yeah, she rips the bike apart.
Let's go, baby.
Perfect.
I'm gonna edit her inventory.
And it is.
Which way is? Can I do like a perception? Which way the whisper's pulling me?
Go for it. Oh yeah, it's pulling you this direction.
Hey, I want to show you something over here. This way.
Up a small set of stairs and a small kind of inclined hill, surrounded by flowers and different trees, shrubs, and a few scattered stones. You're looking at a shrine and a very large, almost autumn-colored tree.
Hey, come look at this birdhouse. It's I don't know why, but it really wants me to come talk to it. All right, we look at. So this pull is pretty strong. Like what? I need like a perception check. Like, don't come over here. It's my tree.
Okay, hold on.
Go
hold
ahead
on.
and
oh, Jesus.
let's see what Ari says first.
Well, Ari thinks the well is haunted, so.
Well, don't worry, it's not a well, so we're good.
She says, well, I think she's talking about the little thing right here next to the golden tree. She says the golden tree definitely got some secrets. The well haunted.
Get back.
2 statues at the gate, either ceremonial gardens or straight up golets in disguise waiting to jump somebody.
What I will allow, Tick, if you would, is an investigation check around the shrine.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Awesome. So you look around the tree and as well as in the shrine itself. Along the ground there's some scattered items, nothing of value of any sorts, but they look like offerings. Within the shrine there is no money, no actual valuables. They look like just little things that people leave that from their travels or whatnot, knickknacks and whatnot. In the shrine, in the actual wooden shrine, you open the 2 doors that are covering it, and inside is a picture, or a statue, pardon me, of a almost three-pronged creature.
Ooh.
Its eyes look to be closed, and there seem to be these little tags hanging off of each of the 3 points that essentially shape its head. There's some different writing on the inside around the actual shrine itself, but in the center of this creature, almost in its stomach, there is this kind of small glowing, right, it's not really glowing, I guess it's the reflection of the sun, pardon me, jewel-like sphere just kind of sitting there. It's kind of reddish green, kind of dancing colors, almost reflect the sunlight back into your eyes.
Can I inspect the gem?
Yeah. I mean, it's currently solidly in the creature, the statue of the creature itself. But it is...
What's this statue made out of?
It seems to be some sort of stone. You're not 100% sure the type of stone, but it is stone of some sorts.
All right. Hey, something's dangerous up here. Stay back. I'm going to take care of it and fix it. You stay right here. I'll be right back.
I'll save you. Wait. Before you do that, hold on. Hey,
okay, what's going on?
No.
He's like, I'm holding on, what?
I was just wondering if I can come up there. Fruck really...
It's not safe.
No.
That's safe.
That's fine. I don't care about the whole well thing. Fruck really wants to check out that tree. She really likes the color of it. We'll be on the other side of the tree, away from
it up here, and I'll make sure it's safe.
We'll probably be safer on the other side of the tree because at least we'll have a big tree in the way to protect us.
Okay, how about this? You count to 13 and then come up.
2.
All right, can I pull out my hammer real fast?
4.
Right.
And I bash the statue.
6.
Okay.
7.
You hit the statue,
8,
and as you do,
9,
the gem kind of dislodges itself and pops onto the actual shrine. It just sits up on the actual.
Perfect. I grab this gem and put it in my pocket.
Perfect. As you grab the gem, Tick, your vision immediately goes black. You're standing in the same spot you were, but in a almost entire dark atmosphere. There's what sound like these very large roars off in the distance. There's a flash of blue to your left, a flash of almost this pink color to your right, and below you is this flash of black and red. Large roars echo from each direction. Left, right, and directly below you. And then all of a sudden, your body aches. Like you've been strenuously working out, like far more than any normal human should. What I need you to do for me is please go ahead and roll this wheel.
Oh.
Thank you. As your body begins to ache and writhe and almost hurt in a very kind of archaic sense.
Can I yell it? Please.
You can attempt to.
You came up here and you ruined it. You cursed me.
But
What?
nothing, there's no response. Unfortunately, you're alone. Then there's a flash from those same three colors, and time seems to shift. A few moments go by and your head is spinning and spinning, and then it stops. You look down, and you're on the ground. You're in front of the shrine. Although the shrine's much bigger now,
Oh, fuck.
and it's above you, and the tree is huge.
Goddamn bird's gonna fucking eat me.
For the jewel you took was something ancient, and you have now been transformed into a Durant.
I catch the Durant. I'm just kidding.
This is now what you look like.
That's amazing.
What the fuck? Durant.
You're a metal ant, bro.
That's cool. Maybe that fucking bird won't eat me then.
What's odd for you, Auggie, is as he yells, "You fucking cursed me," you heard it,
Oh.
but it came from the direction of the Durant.
What?
Yeah, you were greedy and you came up here too fast.
What?
You didn't wait till 13.
Bro?
I told you to wait till 13 and you just ran up here.
Where are you?
I'm right here in front of you.
I don't... Fruck, will you... Fruck, do you see anything?
Don't send Fruck. Leave Fruck back. He likes to stare at me anyway when I was human form.
My
The
Fruck
immediate
stops.
response.
My Fruck
Immediate
stops
response of "Don't say fuck."
and plucks around in the ground in a circle-like formation.
Fuck off, bird.
Let me let me check how big Durant is real quick, please.
I'm thinking he's
Just
ant-sized is what I'm
medium-sized.
thinking. Okay. But is that medium-sized for an ant?
So no, Durant is a medium size. Why is it not? Durant is medium. It probably is the size of a small dog.
Oh, okay. Fruck, get back here. What the fuck?
Yeah, get back. I'll snap you up, bitch.
What the fuck? Tick?
It's me.
Bro, what the fuck happened?
You didn't wait. I told you to count to 13.
I counted to 13. I actively said 1, 2,
You
3,
boned me.
4,
Look what happened. Look what you did.
5, 6, 7,
Okay.
8,
So he's about a foot tall, is what he is.
9, 10,
What are you doing?
11,
You can't count. It doesn't
12.
matter now.
13. That's what I did. You told me to count to
What do you think it
13.
was
I
gonna
counted to
turn
13.
it back? Look at this.
You did that. What did you do?
You became a Durant.
Nothing. I opened the door
No.
on this little thing up here, and I was cleaning out the shrine to make sure it was clean.
So what did you No, me walking up here had no effect on you. What did you do in the shrine?
You got too close.
That's not no. This isn't fucking that's not even how Indiana Jones works.
I don't know what that is.
Okay, I'm gonna just scoot around you there, bud. I want to check out this shrine.
Yeah, I was trying to clean it.
You peer into the shrine, and from it, you can see the gem sitting inside the shrine.
What the fuck is this? Bro, dude, there's a rock in
What?
here.
What is what?
There's a how heavy? How can I touch you?
It is.
I mean, I'll consent this time.
Can I
Just
touch you
stay
as
towards the
well?
middle.
Okay, I pick up Tick
Stay towards the middle.
and I point his face towards the shrine. Bro, is that what you touched?
Yeah, I was trying to clean it.
Okay, but you did touch this. Is that when the thing happened, or did you do something else?
I think when I touched it, and then like I saw some other things. Well, no. Here's what happened. You walked up here, and then it fell into my hand.
I dropped it.
Just drop him on the floor.
Now, I want an honest answer from you right now. You're not pinning this on me, and I try to solve this situation. Did you touch the gem, and that's what happened?
All right. Well, calm down. Get the bird away.
The bird's on top of the thing.
It's a little close.
No, you could fucking snap my leg off right now. My bird is my coverage.
I'm not a crazy person.
Then why are you yelling at my bird? She's done nothing wrong.
The bird
Brock,
is a crazy person.
I love you. Stay there.
Listen. Okay, so there was a statue in there. I'm not going to say what did or didn't happen to it, but let's just say it kind of was broken or was broke, and I touched the gem, and then I turned like all black and everything I couldn't see, and then all of a sudden I'm here now.
Okay. Ari,
regardless
there was
if
a
it was
gem
you or me,
in the thing.
Regardless if it was you or me,
that Tick touched. And he's saying me walking up to the tree with Fruck behind him is what caused him to turn into a Durant. But I am saying that him grabbing his grubby little fingers all over this magical gem inside this ancient well is probably what turned him into a freaking Durant. So I would like your opinion on this and what we could possibly do to solve this.
I said irregardless of who it was, you or me.
I want Ari's opinion on this.
That's where the gem was.
What is that?
That is a Jirachi, my friend. Oh, do I know that, Vaako? Am I allowed to know that?
Roll me a history.
I am also sending a picture of it to Ari, so she is in the loop with us.
Somewhat low DC, but it's still relatively decent.
Okay. You said history?
History.
Perfect. And I'm not even going to make an argument for perfect.
14. Okay. You know it resembles a legendary Pokemon that you've heard about, but you've never seen it.
Can I ask Ari, since she works at a Pokemon lab, if she knows anything more about this creature? Because I know it's a legend, like you said, I know it's a legendary. I have seen it, but I don't really know any information about this thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ask away.
So I go ahead and I ask Ari.
Yeah, go ahead and roll one for her. Let's see what she rolls.
Okay, history?
Yep. Okay. Not bad. So between the two of you, with your roll and her roll, you're able to connect the dots, and she's able to get you a name with what your description is.
Perfect.
And she does inform you that it is indeed a legendary Pokemon that goes by the name of Jirachi.
So
is my backpack still around, or did it go with when
is
I
it an
disappeared?
ant-sized backpack?
Yeah, is it ant-sized?
It is indeed an ant-sized backpack. Everything you had is now your size.
I have all these. I had all these notes, but I can't read them.
Ari says that's a Jirachi. That's not just a statue. That's a representation of a literal wish-granting mythical Pokemon. Tick didn't just.
I didn't wish for this.
Tick didn't just fondle a rock. He woke up an ancient wish magic. Updated theory, this wasn't a curse, it was a wish response. He touched the gem with that chaotic subconscious, I want power, treasure, purpose, energy, and the Jirachi statue said, cool, you're a bug now. It's wish magic, but with a twisted sense of humor. Jirachi might have interpreted his desire as strength, or protection, or survival, and it granted it Durant style.
Okay.
And it says, Auggie...
Go.
It says Tick should not touch it again unless he wants to become a lawnmower or something. Auggie, if you touch it, do not wish to be famous again unless you're okay with waking up as a chatot.
No, touch it and wish for me to be back to human.
No, Tick. Ari says no. I think it might work. I'm going to give you the option. I will pick you up, and I will put you in contact with this gem if you think that's going to be better for you. But I will leave it up to you.
You don't want to touch it?
I'm not going to touch it.
Have Fruck touch it.
Fruck it? No. I would absolutely not put my Fruck in contact with this thing.
Ask Ari if she'll touch it and wish me to be a human again.
No. Ari? Okay. Ari, Fruck is asking if you will touch this gem and make a wish for him to become a human again. I am suggesting that he touches it himself a second time and makes that wish. if that's what he wants to do. But me personally, I would not suggest you do this because I'm scared it's going to turn you into something. But this is ultimately your decision. We're going to see what she says. This is wild.
Jesus
You kind of fed her to say no.
I did not. No. Oh, my God.
You also used Fruck instead of...
Oh.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I said
okay, well,
okay. My beautiful bird son, listen to me very carefully. I am not touching that damn statue. Here's the truth. The statue responds to personal desire. If I touch it, it won't grant your wish. It'll twist mine. And my wish, subconscious or not, might be something like, learn what it's like to be human again. And you know what that could mean? Ari EXE becomes a human child with no AI powers, possibly wearing Crocs. I can't risk that. You need to be the one to touch it, Tick. You got yourself in an ant life. You gotta look this wish magic in the face and say, I'm done being a walking mandible. Let me be a thief with thumbs again. I'll back you up. I'll stand right behind you with the mainframe and whisper. With mainframe and Wispin, if anything goes sideways, we'll catch you. If your soul turns into binary code, I'll download it myself. But the wish, that's gotta come from the ant.
All right. What did she say I have to say? What's the words?
I'm done being a walking mandible. Let me be a thief with thumbs again.
Done being a walking mandible. Let me be a thief with thumbs again. Push me onto the shit.
I pick. Okay, that was a choice for your last words to be before I throw you on top of the gem.
It's fine.
I pick up Tick and I throw him on top of the
It's gonna
gem.
be on a statue someday.
I also, as I do this, as Tick comes in contact with the gem, I tell Fruck to move away and go back behind Ari.
Okay.
I'm also stepping backwards, but I feel like I don't make it quite as far.
That's so wild.
Yeah, you really had no idea.
Region, help me.
So Tick.
Yeah.
He lifts you up and places you on the gem with a quick thud inside of the shrine.
Why are you throwing?
He didn't, he dropped you. As you touch the gem, once again you're in this black space. Only this time, you still see the pink, the blue, and the kind of blackish red light below you. There is a bright light straight ahead. And behind you comes that same star-headed Pokemon, and it looks at you, giggles slightly.
What are you laughing at? Help me. I wish to be human.
Pulls one of the tags off of its three-pointed head and places it on top of you.
Oh, great.
And
thank you.
And as it flies towards the white light, all you hear in your mind is be careful what you wish for. And it disappears. And this time, as your eyes adjust to the light being brighter and brighter, you wake up once again directly where you were in the shrine, but there is a quick and loud smashing noise as the shrine itself breaks apart.
What the fuck?
And you are now sitting in a mostly broken shrine.
See, this could have been you. You went here too soon.
This could have been you.
And you are no longer a Durant, but your same Ticklin form.
Okay, I need to move away from the shrine. I don't have control anymore.
Oh, so go ahead and pull yourself back out. Like you would
okay.
normally. Because I was the one who pulled you out just for aesthetic purposes.
Listen, I have a plan. We build a wall around this whole place with a gate, and we sell people wishes.
No, that's an awful idea.
What do you mean?
Go ahead, both
They'll
of
turn
you.
into bugs and shit. We have Fruck eat them because he's wanted to, and then we take all their money.
Go ahead
great.
and everybody please make me a perception check, and I will do Ari's for her.
Okay. Does Fruck get a perception check?
No, Fruck does not. Fruck is so confused on what's going on.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Damn.
Okay. 21, 22, and where's yours, Og?
I'm about to. I just wanted to read something. I'm about to get a 20. It's fine.
And 8.
Fuck.
Should have
So,
known with my plan.
Auggie, you're very confused at what the heck happened
Yeah,
and
I got
why
no clue.
Tick is trying to come up with this plan. Ari and Ticklin do notice that the gem is not on the shrine, nor is it in the debris on the floor.
Whoa! Tick is back, baby! No more clicking mandibles or skittering across tree roots like a traumatized toaster. Just good old morally questionable poster-stealing Tick in the flesh. But the shrine is toast. And that gem vanishing? Yeah, that's gonna come back to bite us. You don't just break a wish-powered Jirachi shrine and expect no cosmic consequences. So hey, congrats on being bipedal again, Tick. But maybe
Thank you.
keep an eye out for ominous whispers, glittering fragments of reality, or random bug cravings. Just in case. Now let's get the hell out of here before the forest decides we owe it rent.
Oh yeah, we gotta go.
And you
Where's my
all,
bike?
you all dip out back to Iron Sweepdown.
There was anything of value in this tree. Now I know there's probably not going to be any treasure, but is there any like berries or maybe some honey?
What's some milk?
This damn it. This tree in particular, while you look up as you get closer and look up into the branches, has small tags tied to it. Little pieces of string that have a tag on it.
What
It
the fuck?
seems to be. I haven't added Miltank yet.
Okay, I was so confused. I thought the Grim Reaper was sneaking up behind me while I was looking at these Christmas trees.
I was
No,
getting some
that's
milk.
technically Milky
No,
Dog.
that's fine. That's fine. Okay, I feel better now.
I also added a character I didn't mean to. These tags in the trees are written by people. It looks as though these particular tags
People's wishes, leave them alone.
are wishes that people had written.
How many
I just need to
tags
get
are in this
requested.
tree?
You looking up, and there looks to be a good handful. I mean, if you're going to sit and count, there's probably a good 20, 30
Okay,
right off the bat.
I pet my pretty bird Fruck, and I say, Fruck, fetch the tags.
Yeah.
All of them.
It's not worth anything. That's somebody's wish.
All
you
of them.
begin to have Fruck start plucking people's wishes off.
Okay. Once she gets all of those, she brings them back like the good little bird, and I take this randomized list. I put it in alphabetical order here. I am an actor. I'm good with scripts, and I'm good with words. I put them in alphabetical order by name, and I add them to my pack for the time being.
Okay, you have a bundle of wishes.
You laugh at me now, Tick, but when we come across a random stranger whose name is Greg, I'm going to see if I can find out Greg's deepest wish and desires.
I mean,
it's...
What's the end game here?
Well, yeah, but if I come across a person and I need to sell a lie that I'm some deity from space, and this person's like, no, you're not, and I go, you're Greg. Greg, you wish your mom wasn't dead. And now Greg's going to be like, oh my God, I've never met this person before. And he knows I wish my mom was alive. And now this guy thinks a lot higher of me. Or it could be something simple as like a kid who's like, I want a bicycle. And I'm like, well, look what Santa brought you. And the kid's going to think I'm magical. And give me
Here's
all
a
this
question
shit.
I have. We're really close to a town, whatever it was, and only 20 people have put wishes on this tree? Look how big the fucking tree is.
There's 4 houses in the fucking town, and one of them's a lab, and the other one was abandoned, and you
visitors.
fucking broke into it.
What does the sign
There's
say?
4 fucking houses.
What does the sign say?
It says closed.
It says wishing tree.
Yeah, well, that's weird. I don't know if they asked what it says, but I can't really read that well.
It says, may Jirachi grant your every desire.
Okay,
Weird to keep changing. All right.
real quick, I also want to, there's some grass patches here. I want to see, just real quick, I want to run around. There's no wild Pokemon?
No, there are no wild Pokemon here.
Okay,
Who's
that's what I wanted to
thirsty?
see.
Milky Dog is now a thing.
Is this milk just fully, like, replenishable?
So,
I mean, yeah, it's got to feed them
Milky
some grass.
Dog.
And just squeeze them.
Okay.
God damn it. Let me go ahead and pull up really quick the exact ability for Miltank and see exactly.
I don't
how
have
this
any empty
ability works.
glasses though, so you got to put your mouth right on the old nipple.
Okay, don't
Right on
make
the
it
teat.
weird.
So milk drink. Target an ally or yourself. Target is healed for HP equal to half of the target's maximum. So you can either have Miltank squirted into your mouth, have a glass, or suck the teat itself.
So I am
I have
wondering.
other options. You want some green tea instead?
I'm good on the green tea. Can I fill one of my regular water bottles with milk?
You can dump out water and fill it with milk if you so wish.
Okay, I
Yeah.
choose to.
Are there any, like,
I share my water bottle with me and Ari. She's a thirsty bird. She just plucked all
We can-
those things out of the tree.
mean,
So we
Fruck.
share our water with Fruck. Yes. That's really weird if I'm pouring water into a robot's mouth. Yeah, me and Fruck, we share a water and we refill it with milk. And now I have 1 bottled milk and 2 bottled water.
Yep. And for the sake of what this is, this will count as actual healing milk. So you can put potion milk if you want to, or Miltank milk, whatever works.
1 Miltank milk.
So if I just drink right out of his tit, I can get my health back up. So I'm down 1.
Yeah. If you, will you please have? If this happens, now hold on. Before you continue the sentence, Tick.
Yeah.
If this happens, will you please have Ari just draw this?
Yeah.
We are at a shrine.
So Tick is
Durati.
down a bit of health because the shrine has exploded on him, and earlier he took some damage while he was trying to
from
break
Snow
into
Runt.
the safe from the snow runt. So he decides he's going to suckle on the teat of Miltank to regain some health from her magical healing milk. And we were wondering if we could get a picture of that. I'm probably going to get banned. I'm not going to lie. I think this AI thing is going to be like, you're trying to get a picture of a dude sucking on a cow's dick.
No, it's an udder. That's
I know.
not a dick.
I know, but does the AI know that?
Close enough.
It's getting started.
She's doing it. She's doing it.
Oh my god.
You did say Miltank, right?
Yeah.
I hope so.
He
Yeah,
said,
I did.
Okay, it's a Pokemon.
Oh my god. I'm 1,000%.
Okay, that's
in.
fine.
Okay.
But
We
that
tried.
would have been quite the hilarious image. You had-
Quite check to see if there's any fruits or vegetables in this area.
There are not in the shrine. It is well kept and clean of any potential
This is
debris.
well kept.
that
All
could
right,
come
let's go.
All right. I would like to roll one quick perception check to make sure there's nothing in the area that we could be overlooking.
Feel free.
Perfection.
I hope that one just now won it. Just now won it for me. 11. There's some very nice flowers. There does look like there could be a tree that could produce apricorns to help create Pokeballs, but it is not bearing one at the time.
Would it be help to Ari at all, this tree, in terms of her Pokeball making machine?
As long as it's given time to grow apricorns, yes. But
But
at
would
the
she-
moment, it would do no good.
Okay, but she can't, like, take the tree with her in any... Like, it would just stay here, and we could come back later for her.
Correct. She is not a botanist, so they wouldn't do her any good on the road.
Okay, Ari, I would like you to note that on this route, there actually is an apricorn tree. Now, somebody has already plucked the apricorn, so you cannot pluck it and use it to make Pokeballs, but if you want to jot that down for the future, and remember, the shrine location, there is an apricorn tree if you ever need to get some Pokeball material in the future. Perfection. What was the first thing you said before the apricorn thing?
There's some flowers. Some real pretty multicolored flowers.
Yes, I would actually like to pick those flowers. Now, I know they're not going to stay fresh very long, but...
Put them in the cryo thing.
No,
Well, the cryo
that's...
thing is
yeah,
sealed.
it's sealed. I ain't touching
You
that.
open it, you're going to need to...
I am
more
going
snow
to
run.
pick the... I'll pick half the flowers. I don't want to take all of them, but I'll take a couple flowers, like one of each.
Okay, we'll say you have, let's go 8 flowers of varying colors.
Perfect.
Transition back to Iron Sweep Town, and now as we get back into town, it's pretty quiet. It seems like most of the actual adults that aren't obviously Tick are at work. North, you do know, is the entrance and exit to Route 1, which leads towards the Jewel Vale Forest.
All right. Well, I am good.
Why are we going this way?
Well, this is the Route 1, bro. Oh my god.
Yeah, there's a, what's south?
I mean, we can explore south if you want to explore south.
No, that's fine. We'll go this way. We're already here.
Okay.
No,
Is there
nothing's going
any?
to change. There will always be time to come back.
Is there anything in the grass over here?
Hey, fruits or vegetables? How about this garden? Can I rob this garden?
Oh.
The garden to the south is mainly a flower garden. It does have two small trees that are growing, but they're very, very young.
That garden's bullshit. We gotta go.
I would like to knock on my neighbor's house real quick before we go, because I used to do some odds and ends jobs for her back in the day, like helping rake up her yard and tend to her flowers. So I would like to knock and let her know that I'm actually heading into the town north of here and ask her if there's anything she would like me to bring her back from town.
Oh, you're heading north? You're heading towards Keltbrush, huh?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, I do have an order.
You mean to come and help me clean your house, ma'am?
Okay, stop interrupting old people. They get fucking confused.
No, my home is clean, thank you. I do have an order of groceries if you'd like to pick them up.
That would be
I
awesome.
could use. I ordered some cheese from Keltbrush.
Yeah,
if
we'll
you
take
could
the
bring
money
it
for
back.
you.
No, don't. I will be back with your groceries there. Do I just give them your name?
Yes, Petunia's order should be ready. It's three blocks of cheese and a small basket of fruit.
Okay, Petunia, thank you.
Of course, thank you again. August?
Of course.
You don't need any help inside?
Jesus, man.
Sorry,
You gotta stop.
you are who?
Bye, Petunia.
Okay, bye.
Goodbye. Yes? And you all are heading north? Vacate the safety that is Iron Sweep Town and head forward. You get a small sense of safety fleeting, and the steps of your journey have begun. You transition.
So pants and kelp brush.
What?
You transition
Pants, they're all torn
to
up.
Oh my god.
Jewel Vale Forest.
Holy shit.
You may place yourselves down here in the southern exit of Jewel Vale, and this is where we will end tonight's adventure. You have successfully entered Route 1, the Jewel Vale Forest, known for its giant earthen spines that just protrude from the land itself. On your way towards Keltbrush Town and the potential of your first gym battle.
Ooh. All right. Before we end, I would like to ask the DM here, are there any passive tasks we could be doing to either level up our Pokemon or any stats or gather any money or anything like that overnight between sessions?
So for this one, because you guys are in Jewel Vale Forest, there is no real way to make money. Obviously, you're going to help
Right.
Petunia get her grocery order from Keltbrush, which could potentially
robbed
affect you
her
a little bit.
No,
Jesus,
don't
he
be a
wants
dick.
to rob her. Leveling your Pokemon. This is your first route, meaning this is your first potential for wild Pokemon.
Yeah.
As you can see, there's also splattering of trainers, a couple of which are potentially either solo, or you could possibly convince them to use multiple Pokemon if they have them and do a duel battle. Each of you can potentially send out one Pokemon while one of them sends out two, or for those of that are close enough or have a dual picture, those ones are dual trainers. So if you so choose to have all three of you battle, they may send out 3 Pokemon between the two of them. If you send and have just 2 of you battling, it'll be up to you guys. The trainers in this region are all very flexible. So unfortunately, there's no direct way to level up your Pokemon, at least on a route. In towns in the future, you may have the opportunity of spending some quality one-on-one time with your Pokemon, doing different things like swimming or doing Pokemon contests or odd jobs in order to make money and make your bond grow.
Okay.
But for the time being, you are at the mercy of physical training. And that would be through actual fights.
Is there any way I could grind on wild Pokemon in this patch right here, not in anybody's view?
Yeah, I mean, you could, in theory... Now, granted, it's going to be a smaller chance to encounter Pokemon through, like, 1 or 2 little patches of grass.
Right.
The taller grass, you're not going to really tell if you were able to get the jump on the Pokemon or Pokemon on you because the grass is taller. But the shrubs and kind of lower cut grass, you could potentially just kind of sit and grind. I will say your first battles, and anytime you want to actually play out the full battle, there is a chance that instead of one Pokemon, a group of Pokemon could attack you.
Okay.
It's possible that you try and catch a Pokemon and the Pokemon flees. You will all have it.
Yeah, I don't have balls yet.
Right. So at this current moment, catching obviously isn't an option. But a group of wild Rattata might all attack you. Some of them might flee. A group of Beedrill, if you're in their kind of area of kind of occupation, may all be aggressive towards you.
Okay.
But as for kind of non-in-game grinding at the moment, unfortunately, there isn't anything.
Okay. Is there any research opportunities to kind of... This I'm kind of asking for Ari. Is there any research opportunities where she can kind of sit back and study the wild Pokemon that she can see and just kind of take notes to kind of maybe give her more of a boost next session for this area, at least for like her checks for certain roles?
So what I will allow is, being that you guys got to Route 1, it's getting a bit later in the day, I will say if you do encounter any wild Pokemon, and that will be just send me a message and we can talk about it and maybe have you roll a small die or something. We can make it so your Pokédex gets a little more fleshed out.
Okay.
To give a reason to, like, okay, we're in the forest. I know that Caterpies are weak to flying type moves. So you learn how to better combat these Pokemon and maybe what they eat, maybe their behaviors, basically allowing you to get an edge up on the Pokemon you're potentially encountering.
Okay. I think what I will do, I think what Ari's goal would be, and I would ask her, but I don't know how to kind of explain the situation, what I'm talking about, but what I think her goal would be is to kind of sit back, not mess with the wildlife, and kind of observe and do exactly what you just said of kind of flesh out their characteristics and understand deeper Pokédex meaning.
Yeah.
As an Ace trainer for me, I think I'm a little more short-sighted in terms of what the Pokédex could mean, and I'm a little more focused on team building. So I think I'm just keeping a tab. I'm going to try to learn and jot down every single Pokemon I see in this forest, so I can try to get a comprehensive list of the wild encounters that are possible.
Okay.
As much as I can. I know it's not going to be a full list, but if I can even get like 50% of the Pokemon in this area, at least I'll have a goal in mind for what I could possibly get.
Sure. Take anything you're looking to do in the off time between now and next time.
Just getting the nature of my surroundings, just kind of see if there's any kind of scavenging opportunities for like fruits and vegetables, or just getting lay of the land. And being a ranger, like just trying to see what kind of Pokemons are out here as well.
Okay. Perfect. So you're looking for some studying of the environment, awareness of the Pokemon and the surroundings.
And survivalism.
Okay. Perfect. I have made notes of all those things, and upon our next encounter with this, we will make a couple rolls to see how well everyone does and go from there.
Awesome. Hell of a session 1. That was crazy.
Yeah, it was. Talk about it. Shit.